What is up, chat? How you doing, everybody? Good to see everybody tonight. Happy Sunday to you. Oh, I hope you are having a long weekend because we are facing President's Day tomorrow, right? So the markets will be closed. Throw some A's in the chat if you can hear your boys speak. Throw those A's in the chat right now if you can hear your boys speak. What is up? What is up, T Wood? My moderators, Mark Roach, DJ, Samantha H. Good to see you. Cal L. What is up? Steven Caras. How you doing, man? Candace Morrison, I got you, no problem. We'll go ahead and take a look at that right in the beginning of this ticker picker. Hedge Fund Killers, how you doing? Good to see everybody in tonight. Very excited to be streaming tonight, you guys. I know that the markets are going to be closed tomorrow, but this is good because we get to prepare our charts for the next trading session, which will continue on Tuesday. Sebastian Lim. What is up, my dude? Good to see you. Good to see everybody in here tonight. Chase Cross, what is up? T Wood, always good to see you. Christopher, Google, how you doing, man? Yeah, so what's up, guys? How's it going? Hog Farmer, did you see that I posted that CRTD video, or what is up? I wanted to make sure to catch it right before the week ends because a lot of requests have been coming in regarding that ticker. I have a really weird way of looking at the markets, but I have to express it to you guys, right? So now I hope that in that video I was utterly clear about what I was trying to express before, right? Before I was just thrown. I was getting the rocks. I was thrown into the depths of hell I was called a short seller. they were saying that I was part of the institutions. I was Schiller. Right, you guys? No, it's just mathematical properties, you guys. It's the probabilities of the numbers. That's all it is. Hog Farmer, glad you saw it. Stick Vicious, my battle. Good to see you. Good to see you. What is up? Sebastian Lim coming strong with a very nice donation. I really appreciate you, my dude. Absolutely will put it in there for you. I do have to express that I have just 4 tickers ahead, and I'll make sure to get you on there, okay? So you're looking at KPRX and VS. Look at that, man. Already showing that interest for that ticker symbol VS. I know you see what I see. You're very, very intuitive when it comes to trading, and I know you're catching it, man. So yes, we will go ahead and take a look at those tickers first. I'll go ahead and put VS, then KPRX. Okay, you guys, very excited to be here tonight, you guys. I am absolutely humbled that we definitely have a crowd stepping in today. And yeah, so let's see. Hedge Fund Killer saying CFRX and WISA. If you get a chance, I'll go ahead and put it on the schedule right here. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get to it. Hedge Fund Killers, I know the last time you actually requested something, you weren't. I don't think you were able to show up to the next stream where I did cover it, but that still makes me feel bad. So let me go ahead and list those tickers in here for you. Okay, you guys. I know that also. I think I saw something brewing in the ticker FFIE. I don't know if you guys remember that ticker, but there is something happening there. I am going to be releasing a video on that tomorrow, as well as ticker symbol VS. V as in Victor. VS and FFIE will be released tomorrow as an official video. Okay, you guys. So everything should be looking really good for the coming week. Really excited. So, yes, actually, let's see, who was saying that? Da Vinci Realty, TRKA. Yeah, man, it's already on the schedule. We'll make sure to take a look at it. I think it's the 4th ticker we're going to be looking at today. So you should be in good hands right here. Not to mention, no pun intended on that, okay? So, guys, please remember to visit the Discord where you can get into the early access ticker picker channel, okay? So that's an area where you can visit and start listing the tickers that you want me to look at early ahead of time. Okay, you guys. So I just want to go ahead and announce a quick little thing. I have made an adjustment to the links in the description below. I'm actually offering classes now, so go ahead and refer to those links and check them out. Okay, you guys. But let's see. WV, good to see you in the chat. KYP, what is up, my girl? Good to see you. Good to see you. And let's see. Mark Roach saying driving home from Santa Barbara right now. TSLA and MULN here, my dude. We'll go ahead and put them on the list right now. So I did notice that we did get some weird movement on Tesla, which kind of appeared to be a little of an opposition from the markets, right? When that type of thing happens, it usually means that we are at a critical resistance, or what's known as an inflection point that cannot be ignored regardless of the broader market activity. So if anything, if Tesla was reaching a resistance zone like the one I'm speaking of, you would expect Tesla to actually pressure the markets down as well. And as you notice, we actually did get almost a point, another point on the broader markets, on the SPX, on the NASDAQ, right? So oof, it was heavy work around what was happening on the last day of trading, but I know that there were a lot of tickers that did end up on the green, so I am very excited. Candace Morrison, if you are still there, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at AMC and APE first, right over here. Okay, so I know that you actually made your way to take a look at, to request something, so very early on, so I'll make sure to take a look at that for you. If you're still in the chat, I got you, girl. So we'll go ahead and look at that. Okay, so now Oregon, what is up? How you doing? Good to see you here. Johnny Barnes, thank you so much for throwing those A's in the chat. Really excited to be streaming tonight, you guys. I absolutely am so thankful for this. I didn't even know that we were going to be able to have a crew up in the chat tonight, right? Because tomorrow is a holiday for a lot of people here in the US. For a lot of others, you know, not so much, but for the entire broader markets, we're going to be closed tomorrow. Okay, you guys already know that the crypto world is going to continue their spot price action all through the night, all through the day, as nobody's really mitigating that, right? Oh man, DJ, what is up, my dude? Hey DJ, actually I forgot what ticker we were looking at the last time. Did we end up looking at it or not? So DJ is actually saying to please smash that like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We can go ahead and stimulate that algorithm so we can get some more people in the chat and get this analysis running. So I think it was Stephen.min who actually requested for me to take a look at the broader markets first, and I think that's actually a very good addition for okay, good. I'm happy to read that, DJ. And I think it's a great idea for us to evaluate the broader markets through the means of the SPY. So nothing crazy, right? So we can just see where the SPY is sitting, and then we could actually make the actual analysis start, right? So I think I have a few, I think this is the one here. Let's just go ahead and load that up just so that we can know where we are and where we could potentially be going, right, you guys? So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited over what could happen in the markets tomorrow, specifically in the OTC world, because there are some weird things popping up in a lot of tickers that are actually potentially getting ready for us to get some serious opportunities, right? Keith Munster, what is up, my dude? Good to see you here. I hope you did catch that video of CRTD that I put up. That was actually per your request, okay? So I wanted to make sure to cover that because I absolutely love that you join and support here in the live streams, my dude. Good to see you. Good to see you. I know it's probably late where you are, so I tried to start the stream a little bit earlier. So we are here. Candace Morrison, good to see you. Thank you so much for you to stick around, right? So yeah, we'll go ahead and cover those first, and we'll make sure to move along appropriately. All right, you guys. So let's see what we got on the list thus far. Okay, so I actually did see somebody post something else, right? Johnny Barnes saying SRNE. I'll go ahead and put it right in the list over here. So just know that I'm going to try to get through these tickers as fast as humanly possible so that we can make sure to catch them as best as we could, right, you guys? So just know that if I don't get to them, we can always try and catch up the next day, okay, you guys? But what is up, chat? What are we long? What are we short? What are we playing this coming week? Are there any mergers? Are there any acquisitions? Let me know in the chat right now what we're gonna be doing. Devin, what is up, my dude? Let me go ahead and add that to the list as well, and we'll see what we have. Okay, my dude, just rest assured that I will try my best to get to it, right? But I got it right here and I'm looking at it, okay, my dude? So yes, guys, let me know in the chat what is happening. Bert, I'll add that too, my dude. I'll try my best. All right, so let's go ahead and put Lucid in that list as well. Okay, so LCI, what was it? LCID? There we go. Cool. All right. So Mark Roach saying SRNE delisting on what? So, and who was it that? Johnny Barnes. They're delisting on February 24th, which is literally coming up. Are you long it, or are you trying to open a short position, or what is the deal on it, right? Devin, not a problem, man, not a problem. Nia, what is up? Nia, yeah, I know that's not your name. I know that's not your name. I'm just calling you by your YouTube handle, right? So let's see. Stick Vicious saying COSM acquisition of Zip Doctor this week. Hopefully, guys, COSM is another one prepping some ridiculous moves coming up, right? So I actually think I may have to adjust the schedule for tomorrow to favor COSM, FFIE, and VS. Okay, so let's go ahead and just make sure that we can make these videos for tomorrow, right? I see some opportunities in the markets, guys, and I know that you do too. So go ahead and share with me what you guys are seeing, okay? So shall we visit TRKA today? Absolutely, man. We'll go ahead and take a look at TRKA. It should be about 4th on the list, and we'll get it moving. WV saying GTII on fire. Absolutely, man. Still looking very good. Yes, sorry, I forgot. Sometimes I forget the names, right? Because there's so many different names to kind of take into account. I have the YouTube handles versus the Discord handles versus the Twitter handles, and then also the real names. So I try to be as respectful as I can be, but just know that I mean no offense whatsoever, okay, you guys, if I butcher your name or if I do something crazy like that, right? So, oh yeah, that's right. Let me just go ahead and make sure that COSM is on that list for tomorrow's videos, you guys. So let's see. T Wood saying CLNV is out there. Oh my goodness, man. Did you guys by chance get to catch that CLN video that I put up? Because my goodness, my goodness. There, I know that we faced some weird price action at the last minute on the trading day, but I don't think that's good enough for the shorts to be able to handle, right, you guys? I do not think that it's good enough what they ended up doing, because the buyers ended up stepping in no matter what, just allowing some more room for the bulls to load up for an even greater push to the upside. I do have to admit, it was a serious attempt at the short position, but I have to admit as well that it was a little bit of a desperate one too, and I think it's doubled down so that they can be able to bring their cost bases up. So, I don't know, but I'm gonna be completely transparent with everyone here. I'm gonna go long CLNV come tomorrow, Tuesday actually, right? So I'm gonna make sure to gain some entry because I already missed mine because my toddler ended up going to sleep super late. Guys, if you are new to the chat, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. All right, and everything will be good. But we're going to be looking at some tickers today. Let's go ahead and go over that list now. We're going to be looking at AMC, APE, CEOS, TRKA. We have ticker symbol VS, KPRX. We have INXP, CFRX. We have SRNE. We have GMBL, Lucid. Okay, you guys, we're going to be looking at the SPY first, though. Okay, we want to make sure to gauge what the broader market is doing, at least from a tiny little perspective. Okay, so we're gonna load up the SPY first and we'll check that out. Okay, so if you're new to the chat, I'm gonna go ahead and remind everybody a couple times throughout the live stream that I have updated the links in the description below. I'm actually offering a master class now. Go ahead and take a look at those links in the description. Okay, you guys. So yeah, let's you know what, while we have those vibes still good right now, I know that the music's still on, we're still playing, right? We're still letting the chat kind of grow a little healthy. Let's just situate ourselves here. Mark Roach, thank you so much for liking that. All right, Candace, thank you for watching that too. So, and man, Yusuf, you're the man, bro. You are the man. Andrew, what is up, my dude? Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. All right, you guys. So, let's just go ahead and take a look at the SPY real quick before we can make sure that we have some interesting price action coming in. Okay, regardless of the SPY, sometimes the OTC markets can run a little bit different as they have their own rule set, right? And it doesn't always mean that they'll go down when the SPY goes down, right, you guys? So I want to go ahead and refer to the shorter term time frames. But Stick Vicious, thank you so much for your donation, saying this is for T Wood. Cheers to you, my friend. We're going to be taking a look at ticker symbol VS. I really appreciate your dono, my brother. And if you have any other ticker in mind, please go ahead and let me know, as we will evaluate it. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and continue on with the SPY, right? We want to just make sure that there is some strength or whatever before we get into the Tuesday sessions. So let's refer to the shorter term time frames. Let's do the 4 hour and see what we got moving. Okay, so let's see. Interesting price action already. Actually, we are topping out right above that 1.618, which in all essence, it could serve as a support area for us to continue on to the upside, right? Very good price action here already. So let's go ahead and now refer to the 8 hour and see what we got going in raw price action, and then we can continue moving on. In the 8 hour chart, it's looking absolutely healthy. Big bar right here at the end of the day on Friday. Okay, so it looks like we could be potentially finding a descending channel here, which would essentially give us a range to trade and a range to expect the price action to find some resistance, and some support, right? So it's gonna be right around, let me just make sure and show you what I'm looking at here. I believe this to be around this right here. Okay, so if we're looking at the bounce that we actually found right down here, then the price action would essentially continue onwards and upwards, right? Based on raw price action here. We're gonna just do it with the raw price action, and then we'll validate with momentum. Okay, so if this is the case, then we can actually see a continuation to the upside, to the most obvious target being at the 1 fib 409.46 before finding a small pullback. We'll validate the current area of support, meaning the current highs being at 407.18 or the 1.618 406.58 before a continuation to the upside, eventually touching the 618 at about 411.13 in the immediate short term. So I am talking about really short term. This may actually happen on Tuesday coming up. So let's go ahead and refer to momentum now and see what it's got. So the 8-hour time frame absolutely suggesting, just like we said, we have an upside continuation with that RSI signal. We're going to top out at that 14-day simple moving average, just like we have been doing here. And this is actually validating what's happening with price action, finding that resistance, that support, resistance, support, right? So we have a range that we're trading, and just rest assured that this formation is a bullish formation, which would essentially suggest that the upside continuation may actually happen upon the completion of the channel itself. So usually how that happens is just like a broadening descending wedge, where we need the 3 tests of the resistance followed by a capitulation, and then the true test of number 4 before that breakout, right? So let's just go ahead and see what those tests are looking like. It looks like we're trading it on a shorter term time frame too. So we have test number 1 of the resistance, 2, 3. We have that capitulation event, and already on our way to make that test number 4. So please remember that upon that test number 4 at about 4:11:23, we can face a short pullback, just to make sure. I mean, it's a resistance zone, right? So we're going to go ahead and retrace back potentially to 409.23 before breaking out of this, if it is that we don't get any bad news in the markets. Okay, you guys. Keith, Arca, my man, you are the best, no doubt. Thank you so much, my dude. I really appreciate you. Daniel M, hit those like buttons, people. Thank you so much, Daniel. Make sure to go ahead and hit those like buttons, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so we can stimulate that algorithm and get some more people in the chat, right, you guys? So Nuno Texas Game saying, sup Arca, COSM, if you have time, bro, thanks, and God bless you and your family, and shout out to everyone in the chat eyes, okay, in the chatties or whatever. I'm not sure if I if I read that right. I've hit the like button. Thank you so much, my dude. Really appreciate you hitting that like button. Really appreciate you stopping by. And we'll make sure to go ahead and list COSM on the list as well. I must warn you that if I'm not able to cover it today, rest assured that I've actually told the chat already that I'm going to be releasing a dedicated video for COSM, FFIE, and ticker symbol VS tomorrow. Okay, my dude? So just make sure that you do stick around the Arca channel even tomorrow, because you will potentially see it there. That is if we can't get it in today. All right, because the list is already kind of growing. The list is already a little large, but no problem, you guys. So that's essentially what I'm looking at for the SPY, guys. I think the opportunity is coming into the upside. Let's see just how soon. Okay, so immediate short-term time frame, 30-minute, is already suggesting that continuation to the upside. Gotcha, Duno. Thanks so much, man. And the moving average, the 14-day simple moving average, suggesting that upside even still. So very good stuff. Let's look at the bi-hourly. Bi-hourly making a bullish cross above that 14-day simple moving average. It is outside of the gravitational zone from the bear weakness percentile, which would essentially clear us from danger to the downside. So that's good. Let's go ahead and continue the puzzle pieces here. 6-hour time frame suggesting some consolidation. That's all right. Let's go ahead and take a look at that 12-hour. 12-hour also with some consolidation. The daily is suggesting a little bit of downside. Okay, so the reason why this daily is suggesting some downside is particular to what I'm talking about. If we are able to make that path all the way to the upside, potentially by the end of the day tomorrow, 411.23, we would essentially realize the downside suggestion of the daily, and then face that little bit of a resistance before coming back down and validating a form of support before continuing on to the upside. Okay, you guys, so it is looking like it could do that. Also, please notice that at the bottom of a downtrend, when printing a bullish hammer, that usually suggests a continuation to the upside, right? Daily is usually where I start to look at candle analysis. Okay, it's a little silly to look at it for me in other time frames, but there's a lot of traders who are momentum based and day traders who also look at that candle analysis in the earlier time frames, in the immediate time frames. No problem at all. I just find more validity in the upper term. Okay, so now regarding the buy daily, let's see. A little bit of consolidation still. The 3-day suggesting just a little bit of a downside, which is in line with what we're talking about. Test to the bottom side of this, we find the resistance. I'm sorry, the support right down here at that 14-day simple. Then we bounce to the upside. Okay, so everything is looking pretty good for the SPY. No problem. Let's go ahead and finish off the SPY now. And that was actually what time is it now? So it's about 9:07 p.m. guys. Thank you so much for stepping into the chat. Really appreciate everybody in here. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you're new to the chat, go ahead and refer to the links in the description below, because I am offering some classes now. Let's go ahead and take a look at ticker symbol AMC and start diminishing the music so we can get some serious business going over here, right? You guys, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Really appreciate you. So we're going to go ahead and just go over that list one more time for the new viewers. And we're going to be looking at ticker symbol AMC, ticker symbol APE. We have CEOS, TRKA. We have ticker symbol VS, KPRX.XP. We have CFRX, SRNE, GMBL, Lucid, and COSM. Okay, you guys, I know, massive list right now. We're going to go ahead and try our best to get through that list, but just rest assured that I will try. Okay, so what is the chat saying before we get this started? All right, so Sebastian Lim, let's see. Can we look at BTC.NO, Arca? Let's see. So you are you trading any Bitcoin miners right now? You said ticker symbol VX. And well, it is broader market, right? So let me just pair that. Let me just pair that with the SPY right now. So if you're talking about BTC, let's just go ahead and refer to that now, because that is showing some promise. And I'm actually gonna express to you a very important target to look out for in the event to where we do make that. Okay, so please, let's go ahead and take a look at that now. Okay, so this is, I'm going to be looking at this in a form or in a fashion of just supply and demand. Okay, obviously one of the stronger demand zones would be right down here, but please rest assured that I'm not saying that we're going down there. I'm actually just taking into account resistances that are previously used and supports, right, that would essentially tell us that this would be a strong demand zone. Okay, so I don't want to say that we're coming down here, because in fact the price action is not suggesting that. Okay, so if I were to give you a range for us to look out for, I want to make sure that you look out for this right over here. Okay, so remember, this is discretionary as hell, so we're looking at this in a very raw price action manner. Okay, so if we have any type of candle closure below the area of about 23,500, you're looking at, I'm talking about a minimum 8-hour candle closure below, or 4-hour even, below this zone right here on a closing basis. If we have a candle close below this area, we will essentially come back down to the sub 21,000 area. I'm thinking about 21,380. Okay, so I mean, based on just supply and demand, I'm not talking about stats. I'm not talking about anything else, because I haven't run the back test on this at all. Okay, so okay, now here is an interesting thing. Okay, so I need you to know that we're knocking at the door of this very important resistance at $25,200. Okay, I want to express some severe urgency here. Okay, if we get a candle closure, minimum 4-hour candle above the area of 25,200, we can literally slide our way up to about $28,000. I'm talking about, let me see, the first resistance will be at about 26.7, followed by the continuation to the upside, which would essentially lead us to 28,001 to 28,008. Okay, we have one resistance between that area. Okay, so that's kind of the beauty of that capitulation that we faced in the earlier in the recession, right? When we started that bear cycle, this type of price action can literally have us slide right up. So the first resistance, please remember, 26,700, followed by a continuation to the upside if we do succeed that 26,000, all the way up to 28,029. The price is so far pretty bullish. This is, I mean, I don't want to say it because I hate it so much. This is a damn bull flag, okay? I hate it. Those formations don't really have a high hit rate, but it's all good. The quality of this candle is pretty nice thus far. We're going to be closing this daily in about 18 hours and 48 minutes, so this is very good. It is also printing at the bottom of a downtrend, okay? This hammer candle, so this is suggesting an upside. Even still, let's just look at RSI real quick and see what momentum is suggesting. All right, so yeah, the daily is already suggesting an upper, I mean, if we're going to look at spot price action in the immediate short term, it looks like we can experience a slight pullback here, and that pullback can actually happen to about 24,002. We're still looking okay, and it's immediate short term though. So let's see, 4 hours, it looks like we're already losing that downside. The 8-hour is already suggesting a continuation to the upside. We have a limited upside, though, based on that 14-day simple moving average, which could essentially be right topping out at the resistance that we're facing at about 25,250. So that is an area of resistance that we still have to kind of combat, right, or succeed. And right when we're jumping into the 12-hour, it looks like we're trying to reject from the gravitational zone, which would essentially present some danger to the downside. Guys, there is some weird separation happening between BTC and the broader markets right now, and this could be in line with something that's called the halvening, okay? So I'm not sure if that's going to happen again, but it sure looks like it, okay? So just rest assured that this is suggesting upside even still, and we're in the bullish control zone. What zone exactly? The bull strength percentile, okay? The daily time frame is also suggesting that upside. By daily suggesting a little bit of a limited upside, which is absolutely in relevance to this 25,002 area before we can actually see an upside. Okay, so this is looking like it's loading up pretty nicely. Actually, now I'm very curious over volatility versus momentum. We'll go ahead and just refer to the Crypstex indicators here. This is the ARC enhanced MACD, which in essence represents volatility versus momentum packaged in one shot. Okay, this is literally what I practice every time on all of my back tests, just like you see on GTII, right? This is the manual way that I do it with my back tests, right? So yeah, so condensed into one ticker, into one indicator, we are looking like the upside is starting to suggest with momentum. Okay, this is the buy daily. So let's go to the daily and see what okay, there we go. We already are flashing a bull signal on the enhanced MACD. If you are interested in acquiring these indicators, go ahead and send me a DM and we'll go over those subscription packages. Okay, we have a bull signal right printed on this candle, which was on February 18th, and momentum is still suggesting the upside. Remember that momentum is represented by the MACD moving average, volatility represented by the Bollinger Band's red cloud. Okay, so this is how we can tell that there is a potential upside continuation as this is starting to expand. As soon as we get an expansion here from volatility, momentum suggesting that upside, this is pretty explosive and it can continue up to that $26,700 area that I was talking about. Indra, good to see you in the chat. T Wood, Diamond Music Production, good to see you here. Been let's see, having a bad week on my end. I got Bell's palsy on what? Dude, I am so sorry to hear, man. I hope that you have a quick recovery, okay, you guys? So for the new viewers in the chat, I went ahead and updated my the links in the description below. I am offering some a masterclass now. Refer to those links and everything will be good. T Wood, the live chat videos, ticker pickers, and members throwing up ticker requests for you. Feel the love up in here. Arca Bull t-shirts next. Oh man, you have no idea what's in line for the Arca Bulls family. We are going to be loading up some merch very soon. The logos are being worked on right now for the Arca Bulls brand. Very interesting for you to say that out loud, my dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And yeah, there is some merch to be expected soon enough. Okay, you guys, I'll make sure to keep everybody updated with that, and then everything will be good, right? So yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, Indra, good morning to you. Good to see you. And yeah, so that is it for BTC, guys. I wanted to, it's part of the broader markets as well, right? So it's important to look at where crypto is going overall, as well as the SPY, because if crypto actually pumps, I'm talking several thousands to the upside, this can technically have some impact in the broader markets as well. This can increase the sentiment into a bullish component. So this would be pretty ideal for it to happen, right, you guys? So let's see what the chat is saying. Diamond Music Production, thanks. Hopefully it doesn't last more than a month. Dude, what? Diamond Music Production, this is so annoying. It's my second time getting it. Dude, I don't even know what that is. I've never even heard of it. I am so sorry to hear, my dude, but a speedy recovery is wished from the Arca Bulls family to you, my dude. I am so sorry to hear. I hope you have your laptop where you are. I hope you have your phone. Obviously, you have something, right? You're typing right now. I'm just saying that I hope you have some entertainment in front of you so that I can at least, take away some of those pressures, right? So... Not a problem here, you guys. So Mark Roach saying, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Take a quick little sip of that water right there. And let's go ahead and now get the movement going right here with AMC, right, you guys? So I want to touch down on this. Even though I did release a video for AMC, I feel that it is of great importance that we look at it, because there's a lot of people who are either trapped or looking for entry, right? So AMC is, I forgot what I actually said in the last video, but I'm sure I'll be reminded right now when I look at the charts. So let's go ahead and just look at AMC now, okay, you guys? Here are I already have them preloaded. All right, so just for the new viewers, if you are curious as to where we're standing right now, we're literally at the support bottom of a massive ascending channel that we've been riding for years. Okay, you guys. So this is a very good thing, as usually when finding this support bottom, we can actually find a massive bounce to the upside. We've already started that bounce. Okay, so that bounce has already started, but that doesn't mean that we're going to face one solid green candle party all the way to the upside, right? So we need to make sure that we can actually see what the play is doing. So aside from the fact that we're riding a descending broadening wedge on the macro scale, we are also riding a smaller broadening descending wedge on the smaller time frame. Okay, so this is a buy formation and makes it a little bit of a complex breakout. Okay, so let's go ahead and count the resistances. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're in preparation for that true breakout of test number 5. Okay, you guys, so this is the accumulation period that we're facing for a true breakout, if it is that we do succeed that breakout. Okay, please remember that the take profit zone, per the trading book rules, per the playbook rules of trading a broadening descending wedge, is usually found at the genesis of the formation, $10.80. Okay, that's usually how you play this. And if it is succeeded, we are essentially breaking out of the macro channel, which would now have us actually come back down and validate the newly converted resistance into support before a continuation onto the upside. Okay, so just know that this is still looking bullish long term, and I'm talking about for the coming months. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we have for AMC. I would like for you to notice that we have a few areas of support that we have to take into account for the immediate short term. I'm talking about the hourly chart. These things are likely to live out pretty fast. The Arca balancer indicator here, which also is part of the Crypstex series that you would get upon subscribing to those indicators, is located right at about $5.18 per those yellow dots. Okay, so this is a pretty likely target for us to face, as there is a lot of price action that follows along this yellow line. Okay, you guys, so all of these candles have all this confluence with that target. Very likely we can actually touch down here. I have a secondary target for us to look at. Okay, the secondary target would be a range between $5.12 to about $5.15 before a bounce. Okay, we're still essentially making a broader picture here. I'm sorry, higher highs and higher low structure. Okay, so this is still looking pretty good. And yeah, so let's go ahead and refer to the next chart and see what we got. Referencing volatility versus momentum, with the ARC enhanced MACD, we are still suggesting that upside continuation. Of course, we're facing just a little bit of resistance here, which would be right at the mean, right? So we've already done a mean reversion here. Okay, so if we are going to be looking at that downside, I am looking at it to be very temporary. Okay, as you can see, we have not printed. Wow, sorry, my goodness. Let me get a sip of water here. My voice just went out. There you go. All right, so yeah, we're essentially not printing a bear signal just yet. So this means that we can actually face a temporary pullback before a continuation onto the upside, succeeding the mean of where, I mean, that could essentially be beyond $5.52. So that would be pretty good. This weakness usually comes in when the bulls are starting to slow down. It usually happens at a point of resistance, so no big deal. It's not suggesting any capitulation whatsoever. Okay, you guys. Another interesting thing here is that on the 8-hour ARC DBSI indicator, we're still suggesting a 98% bull strength overall, and we are still above the 13-day exponential moving average, which is very important for the Crypstex ARC-Series DBSI indicator to fulfill or to know. Okay, so we are still suggesting an upside on momentum, and volatility is still contracting. Okay, so there could be a limited upside still. I'm not saying that this is just going to capitulate. I'm just saying that we had succeeded this channel. Okay, we succeeded. We have to actually bounce right around it, validate this area as a newly converted resistance into now acting support before a continuation onto the upside. Okay, you guys, so it is important for us to validate this area. We already faced the support zone that we were looking at from literally up here. Okay, this was our support. We touched down on it. We rejected and we reclaimed our channel. This is bullish. This is still looking good. Also know that we have test number 1 and 2 of the resistance. We still have to face test number 3, which would essentially take us to, I'd say, upside 750. It looks like it's 763 right here, you guys, but just know that it would follow the structure of higher highs and higher lows if we are practicing that geometrical target. Okay, so let's go ahead and now refer to the RSI and see what we got. So immediate short term suggesting the downside that we are already talking about and we already know of. Let's go ahead and see that buy hourly suggesting some downside as well, but please notice how limited that downside is. It is not by any means so. Look at this pivot here. Okay, you see that huge decline here. I mean, I'm talking about an 80% decline or 80-degree decline versus this one here, which looks like to be about a 20% decline, indicating that there is some weakness coming in for the bears. Okay, so AMC bears are starting to lose their strength, and it shows in the metrics, in the technicals. Okay, please go ahead and notice right over here that this is the 6-hour time frame, and it is suggesting a limited downside as well. So this is in line with what we're talking about right back here. Okay, I'm actually talking about this chart here, so we can actually see a limited downside potentially to the first area that we're looking at, 518, if not the lowest area of about 512. This is essentially your whole range before we can face a bounce to the upside. Let's go ahead and go back to that RSI. We have some suggestions for consolidation on the 12-hour, which is absolutely okay. We want to make sure that we can continue validating this area as a support before we can make that upside. Okay, you guys, it's playing the way the playbook rules usually suggest. And here, jumping on, let me see the buy daily actually. And let's see, load up. Let's do it. Here we go. So the buy daily is still suggesting the consolidation, but it jumps into the good news on the 3-day. The 3-day using that 14-day simple moving average as that form of support before suggesting a continuation to the upside with no resistances above it from that 14-day simple. Okay. Go ahead and notice the 5-day as well. The 5-day has used that 14-day simple as that form of support, and now it's outside of the danger zone, which would be that gravitational zone, okay, of the bear weakness percentile. We're outside of it and suggesting an upside, which is absolutely in line with everything we just mentioned. We have to validate that. We have to validate this support here, whether it means that we fail it a little, we come back up, just like this candle here, okay? We actually failed it. We come back up and trade along this area here before making that upside. The 3-day and 5-day are essentially telling us that we are ready for a continuation to the upside. AMC, the targets I am looking at for about a week to 2 weeks from now would essentially be at about $7.49, $7.63, right around there. Okay, you guys. So I honestly am still bullish AMC. I hate them so much, but I'm still bullish. Okay. So guys, make sure to refer to the links in the description below, as I am offering masterclasses now. And let's go ahead and end the ticker for AMC now and move on to the next one. Guys, if you want to rate this ticker, chat, let's go ahead and just rate it for the longs now that you know what's happening here. Okay, so what are we rating it? D- to A+. D- being your max loss, D+ being your break-even zone. What are we looking at, chat? What are we rating this for the longs? AMC. We're looking at a consolidation period, validation of a support before a continuation onto the upside. If you're curious as to what that is looking like, from the lowest point that I'm seeing, right? Let's just say it was from here. That upside could be another 49% move to the upside. Okay, so just know that this is full of psychology and sentiment too. Take a look at Mark Roach giving me a B. We have Indra with a B, Sebastian Lim with a B-, MM giving me an A, T Wood with a B. Guys, this is absolutely playing a very important role for a lot of people. Hog Farmer giving me an A-, Stick Vicious C-, not fully sold just yet. Absolutely smart for you to do that. I think we need to validate more, and then we'll actually make that thrust to the upside, of which we can see with some more data. If we get some more data by, I'd say, maybe Thursday or Wednesday, even this week, another day or two of trading, ideally 3 or 4, right? But another day or two of trading can give us a really awesome understanding for a probable upside. Okay, you guys, we've already seen these statistical upsides play just the way we state them to be because of those numbers. So now we know that the statistics are being played out very well with AMC. Okay, so this is, let's see, Cal-L, Nuno Texas giving me a B+, and Cal-L moderator saying, to be honest, in my opinion, it's essential it pulls back, like you said, and not shoot up first. I completely agree with that statement. Sebastian Lim, Arca, do you mind posting the link here? Can't seem to find the link for your class. So it's actually in the description below where it says ARC Masters course, and it's a link to the Discord. And Candace Morrison giving me a C+, but even so, yes, I can go ahead and I think I have the Discord up and running. Let me just go ahead and get that link for you right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and rate AMC as well. Okay, you guys, so if that's it for the rating, let me know right now, and I will go ahead and put in my bias for that. Okay, you guys, so the ARC Masters course is essentially what we're looking at, and I'm going to go ahead and create an invite link right over here so I can paste it onto the chat. Okay, you guys, let me just go ahead and quit that and add it. Oh, thank you so much, Cal-L, already putting up that link right there. Please refer to the link that Cal just provided here, as that is going to take you into the details and the disclaimers of the ARC Masters course. So I'm going to go ahead and rate this now, you guys. Let's see. The whole sentiment. Look at this. B's, A's, a couple C's. Guys, I'm not going to lie, that's already looking pretty positive for AMC. Now, I'm not going to rate this because I hate the company and they've made me lose a lot of money, but now that I'm a lot wiser of a trader, I can go ahead and spot when something can actually have a potential, okay? At the current moment where we're sitting, I will have to give this a C+, but in 2 days, I'm talking another 2 or 3 days of trading, this can potentially turn into a B- for me, and this can really pose an important move to the upside, and I think that validation may happen by Tuesday end of session or Wednesday end of session. Okay, you guys, so AMC, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a temporary C+ rating right now, as I am not sure what's gonna happen in the following sessions, but I just gave you the perspective over the probabilities that may happen actually. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a long rating of C+ and move on. Okay, you guys, very good, very good. Love that everybody is participating with Rate the Trade, and let's go ahead and end the analysis now officially for ticker symbol AMC. And actually, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and put down the long rating as well so that we can add it into the timestamps later on, right? So let's go ahead and just take a sip of water, man, before we look at ticker symbol APE. All right, so what is APE saying for us? So remember, guys, APE is chat, please dive in and let me know what have you voted for? What's the popular thing to do? Are we saying yes to the RS? Are we saying no to the RS for AMC APE? Do we want to merge the dividend and the stock into one shot? I mean, is that going to bring our averages down if we do that because one is worth so much less? Hog Farmer saying no, do not say yes for the RS. Hog Farmer says. Okay, so Nuno Texas saying, remember, guys, not financial advice. And you haven't voted. Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much, Nuno. Remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence and everything will be all right. But what are we voting for, you guys? I'm not sure if anyone has voted just yet, but the members can actually, the shareholders can now vote. Mark Roach is saying no for the reverse split, as we've seen that the split in general can actually lead to some continuation to the downside, right? So it's very dangerous sometimes, these things. Okay, so Sebastian Lim saying RS doesn't sound good though. I'm not exactly sure of the details, so chat, go ahead and let me know what those details are regarding the split. Is that so? It's just to merge the APE dividend with the AMC, or what is it? Candace Morrison saying, can't make up my mind. It all sucks. I absolutely believe that sometimes it's like voting for presidency, right? So you just gotta kind of go with the lesser evil. So Sebastian Lim saying COSM, the only exception right here. My goodness, COSM is that black swan where it actually rallied to the upside. No, I'm sure there's others that have happened similarly, right? But COSM was just, man, that was for real. I mean, price action, just discovery, price discovery moonshots, right? Very interesting. So Kal-El saying ever since COSM fiasco, splits suck. So historically speaking, reverse splits have actually been a pretty negative aspect in general, right? It just so happened that COSM turned everybody bullish on reverse splits. And I think everybody is kind of hoping for a COSM to kind of happen on an RS, right? So guys, usually that's dilution, okay? You guys will remember. Candace Morrison, you're saying, oh, what's that? Is that the 1 to 10 split that's happening? So for every one, it's 10. Okay, so wow. Hog Farmer saying merge and then 10 to 1 RS equals dilution. My goodness, man. So Kal-El is actually calling the reverse split a bait, and actually could be, man. They're actually just, I know that, what was it? They sold 153 million APE, I think, in order for them to kind of stay afloat in their financials. Is that what happened with AMC? Please go ahead and let me know in the chat. As you know, guys, I actually practice mathematical models, probabilities. I never look at fundamentals, but I'm very curious as to what is happening here right now. So, Nuno Texas, let's see, Stick Vicious saying Robin Hood and COSM. My goodness. Nuno Texas saying I'm holding heavy bags here with COSM. Tiny Baby Doll, what is up with you? Good to see you here. It's APE to AMC conversion 10 to 1, then AMC reverse split 10 to what? Oh my goodness. Guys, if you can go ahead and take a look at what Tiny Baby Doll just chatted here for Candace. So you're saying that no, it's 10 you get. I see where the confusion is landing, and I see where there could be a little bit of I don't know, indecision, if you want to call it, right? So there could be a little bit of battle over what should be voted or not. I think honestly, guys, I know that Tony DeNaro is actually a pretty funny guy when it comes to these things, but he has been pretty accurate about a few of these reverse splits and calls, right? So I honestly think that he would be a pretty good person to ask too. So if there is, I'm sorry, if there is a type of confusion, right? He's definitely a good source. Nuno Texas saying Adam Aaron is driving us crazy. My goodness, do I believe that I've actually been driven crazy by Adam Aaron himself since, let's see, probably August 2021. I dream with that guy. That guy is literally in my nightmares now, Adam Aaron. Right, you guys? So go ahead and hit the like button, guys. Make sure to check out the master course classes that I'm offering in the links in the description below if you're new. Okay, you guys. So Nuno Texas saying I agree. Absolutely, man. I'm really not sure what's gonna happen here. So Sebastian Lim saying it's like voting between Biden and Kamala to be president. Sebastian Lim coming in with the jokes. Oh my dude, I couldn't, man. So Tiny Baby Doll is coming in hot saying agreed. Adam Aaron's cray. Guys, what are we gonna do with that guy, man? do we need to get another CEO or what? Indra H saying, at what time will the classes be? That is absolutely something that is still to be determined. And in fact, they would more than likely end up around this time, Indra. So they would be around your breakfast time. So I hope I wouldn't get in your way, right? So let's see. Kal-El saying hit the like button, subscribe. Please leave a short comment in the YouTube comments, guys. Make sure to not fall for the WhatsApps and the helplines and the trade your accounts and give me your money. Guys, that's not me. All right. I'm never going to put my phone number on a damn handle. Don't fall for those guys. It's a bunch of crooks. Okay. So let's see. What is, let's see, the real conqueror. Adam Aaron is everyone's nightmare. Yeah, agreed. So Aaron Snyder is, let's see, it's overrating everyone. what was that word there? I'm sorry. Every one ape to AMC, then a 10-to-1 reverse split. So you're talking about the merging of the AMC and ape dividend into one, and then from that merging of the dividend, it would reverse split 10-to-1. Is that what you're telling me? Converting. Okay, so it's converting every one ape to AMC, then a 10-to-1 reverse split. Am I reading that correctly? Am I actually, let's see, converting one ape to one AMC, then a 10-to-1? Oh my goodness, guys. I think that's what Tiny Baby Doll said earlier, right? So essentially what I'm understanding right now is that the ape dividend is going to be merged with the AMC, right? So whatever the price of the ape dividend now, the $2.40 to be merged with the AMC current price, which is $7.33 at the moment, right? I'm sure it's going to be different by the time it actually happens, if it does happen. So it would merge, and then they would after the merging, they would reverse split the total. Oh my God, 10-to-1. Guys, that sounds like a huge suicide. What the heck is going on? I am probably gonna go on Fidelity and type in hell no. Do you guys know of anyone who's bullish this split? Is anyone saying yes to the split that you know of? I'm talking about an influencer or someone, not like a friend or whatever. Like you're saying, oh yeah, well Edwin is saying yes. So, well, who's Edwin, right? So, I'm talking about influencers. Do you know any influencers, whether it be Twitter or whether it be YouTube or whatever? Is anyone bullish this reverse split? And also, is the voting going to actually affect the merging of the ape and AMC, or is the vote particular to merge AMC and ape, then reverse split at 10-to-1? David Parr, Ken Griffin. Oh my goodness, Ken Griffin is the man, isn't he? The Real Conqueror saying, Phil, for real, scavenger, many more Bloss Blunts. Okay, many more Bloss Blunts. Andy, let's see, there are many, yeah. So Mark Roach, the current estimated net worth of MULN Automotive is CEO David Mitchell. Okay, so about 17.8 million. Thanks, brother. Thank you so much for sharing that information. Bob Mango saying, yes, there is. They say the reverse split will cause less dilution. What? The reverse split will cause less dilution by splitting it into more supply? How the heck can that be possible? Tiny Baby Doll saying, most say no, LOL. Honestly, I don't think we have a choice, in my opinion. I think the vote is for, okay, I guess that could be the case. Candace Morrison saying, yes, quite a few of them. What? Okay, so it is a bullet. Man, I'm actually curious to really search this out now, okay? Oh, man. All right, so anyway, very happy to get all that information from you guys. So, man, I mean, for real, I'm not familiar with that stuff. It's just because I'm really, if it wasn't for you guys requesting for me to look at AMC, I would probably not look at it at all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, T Wood saying AMC is the craziest. Bob Mango, yes, because they have more diluted available with the ape. Oh yeah, so what would happen with all of those ape shares? I think it was 483 million, right? What would happen with all of that? Is it going to bring the price down of the our averages? That's more of what I guess I have to look into. So Candace Morrison saying Boss Blunts and Bigums are essentially bullish the split, right? Is that what you're saying, Candace? And Tiny Baby Doll saying AMC, yeah, it is. It really is a hairy topic. And it is a kind of a sensitive topic to a lot. And in fact, I hope I'm not driving anybody away with the Real Conqueror saying that Adam Aaron is a bottomless piggy bank. Oh my goodness. Stick Vicious saying that he stands by his C- grade. Oh God. Hog Farmer, I've been making a regular paycheck swing trading AMC. Okay, well, yeah, see what I mean, guys? Is there's a lot of sentiment behind AMC, which would essentially present some opportunities there, right? So Adam saying, look at WISA, it's down 50%, so meaning that it could be oversold. Definitely take a look at volatility and momentum in that ticker. Look at it in the daily and in the 12-hour. Candace Morrison saying they say if not merged, then massive ape at low prices. Wow. Guys, what is going on? What is going on? And also, Mark Roach, go ahead and let me know what's going on with MULN, because I know that they actually pushed back. They pushed back what? The RS2, right? To when? September? Or is that actually going to go through? We don't know, right? So WISA went down because of RS bait. Kal-El, are you talking about WISA? Was that a buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing? Is that what's happening? It wasn't actually real. Somebody in Reddit or StockTwits or something said that it was going to be split and then it spread like wildfire, or what's going down? Oh my goodness, man. That, yeah, I hate it when people actually bait it like that, man. That's price manipulation, guys. That's illegal by every mean. That's not cool. We don't want to pump prices. We want to just let them play out the way they're going to play out, right? So like this whole thing happening with AMC, I don't know what the deal is with that. Sean Harris saying the float will be 1.5 million on Sean, on which one, brother? Are you talking about WISA? I assume because because AMC is, I think, is in the freaking trillions. Kal-El saying WISA split and sheet. Wow. Jeez. Let me open up this window, guys. It's hot in here. It's hot. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, does it sound really far away when I'm away from the window like this? Oh, my goodness, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. I'm over here expressing all this energy, right? I'm sorry. I'm just making sure that the curtains are closed right now because I don't want anybody looking in here and they just see all these screens turned on and me yelling at the top of my lungs. Why the hell are they reverse splitting? Right? They're only going to assume that I am a stock trader. They're going to be like, we should steal everything from that guy. We don't want that to happen, guys. If you're new to the chat, go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure to refer to the links in the description below because I am offering some master classes now. And guys, with that said, let's go ahead and now officially look at ticker symbol APE and continue on our path to the winning side. Indra H, do not laugh at me ever again. I'm just playing with you. Candace Morrison saying, I'm hoping APE will go up and maybe sell it the day before the merge. That is actually what I was telling everybody to do before the APE dividend split. I told everybody, I was like, guys, this doesn't sound good. I was like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but sell because it's gonna pump. All right, so it actually did good. I got a few friends out with a tiny profit, a few friends out with a break even, but that was terrible, guys. Remember when that dividend happened? I was a tiny Arca. I only had about 400 subs or 300. It was only on Twitter too. I was actually not even on YouTube yet. I've been on YouTube for like 3.5 months or 4 months. So. So Sean, yeah, you were talking about what? AMC 1.5 million? No way. What the hell is it sitting at right now? No way. Are you serious? Let's see. So you're looking at 514 million reported, right? I'm talking about the legal reporting. So it would essentially drop to 1.5 mil. If this drops to 1.5 million, the price is going to rocket ship. Wait, what? Guys, this has me immediately curious. Wow. Oh my goodness. If that's the case, if they're gonna that's not dilution. They're cutting the supply. They're cutting the supply by 70% or 80%. Hog farmer, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, how could that be possible? Like that would literally. Yeah, Mark Roach, I'm looking at the same thing. We're looking at about 500 mil float, right? So what I'm hearing is that apparently they would actually make the float 1.5 million total after the split. So Aaron Snyder, Jesus, is saying that it should be about 150 million. So not 1.5. So you're thinking that it should be one. I mean, even still, that's great. So 50, I think 51 point. Oh, you guys are basing this on math, like you guys are making the numbers yourselves, right? Is that how you're calculating the split to be? Correct, 150 million. Even still, We're sitting at a legal 500 million. So if it goes down, if they decrease the supply by 150 million, that would increase demand. It's literally economics 101. The DD needs to be in point. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Guys, AMC can rocket ship if that's the case. I don't know. I don't know. My goodness. Aaron Snyder saying APE plus AMC is about 1.4 billion. Oh, man. 1.5 billion. Oh, geez. Oh, Sean. So I see what you're saying. So what actually everybody's talking about 150 mil. So you're talking about a complete dilution of 1.5 billion. That's actually what it's sitting at right now, including APE and AMC. So, man, so Aaron Snyder saying, so 10 to 1 is about 140 million. Hog Farmer, 500 million plus 500 mil. Wow. Okay. And the 10, I see. That's not going to happen, says Andy. I know. I feel like, I don't know if I'm being way overly optimistic by even thinking that, but I guess I'm saying that it would be amazing, right? So 1.4-ish billion. My goodness. If that is the case, you guys, we are mooning and not our butts. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get APE started because I would really like to move on with the analysis here. We still got a few tickers to take a look at, right, you guys? So please go ahead and rest assured that we're going to be taking a look at ticker symbol MULN right after ticker symbol APE. Okay, you guys, we'll look at that as well for my boy Mark Roach, as he often stands aside and makes sure that all of you get the right information with your ticker picks. Okay, you guys, so we want to say thank you to Mark Roach for being there for the Arca Bulls family as well as he has been. Okay, so moderators, go ahead and send me a DM regarding your placement for the master classes that I'm offering in the links in the description. Okay, so please go ahead and send me a DM, moderators. Okay, I'm not talking about the public. You guys, there is you guys know how it goes. All right, so I'm gonna need you guys there just so that we can all learn together. And I'm not talking about just send me the DM. So let's see. Cal L saying, thank you, Mark Roach. Absolutely, man. So Swaggy saying, what do you see happening with AMC? Well, like I said, just a quick recap, right? We need to validate here this support line. And I'm thinking maybe a drop to about, I would say anywhere between 490 to about 501. And then we would essentially make an upside continuation based on the validity of this new support line, right? So after that support line is reached and validated and confirmed, then we could start our trek to the upside. I would say about 2 weeks to get to, or 2 or 3 weeks to get to about 753. So it's still looking very bullish for AMC. Actually, we're still making that higher high, higher low structure over here. We regained the inside of this ascending channel, so things are looking great. Nonetheless, DBSI is still suggesting that upside of about 90% bull strength over that 2% bears. So it's very interesting what could be happening here. So Tiny Baby Doll saying, I don't know, synthetics and more synthetics. Absolutely. It's just naked shorts and yeah, whatever. But all right, guys, so let's go ahead and officially get APE out of the way, and let's go ahead and do this now. Okay, you guys, so let's see. APE. Let's get rid of the moving averages and see what the price action is doing. Okay, so we essentially made the moves that we were talking about the last time we looked at it. So I'm not the biggest fan of looking at ticker symbol APE, guys. Remember. So the reason why I'm not saying this, the reason why I'm not saying that the reason why I'm saying I'm not the biggest fan of looking at this is because of the limited amount of information there is. There's not much historical data for me to understand. Northwest, I'm hearing a lot of talk about CLNV running to the upside hard in the coming days. Thoughts? That's what I'm saying, man. And I personally said it. I'm going long come Tuesday. So the statistics are meeting there, okay, you guys? So Stick Vicious, very kind of you to share the donation with the moderators. Thank you so much for your donation. Really, really appreciate you. T Wood, yeah, there's really not that much history. So G Immortal saying you have to get full info before you judge about the RS. Absolutely understood. I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like I got some pretty good info to consider some more research for myself, right? So if we're gonna continue and we want to mark down the areas that we have as psychological components, right? We definitely have this gap down here, which would be an area of relevant support. Okay, so if APE were to come down, I'm saying we're gonna look at momentum. We'll go ahead and refer to everything to validate any any upside or downside. Okay, but what I'm talking about here right now is actually in reference to this $2.11 zone of the top of this gap that was created January 26th to about January 30th. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying that the 212 or 211 area would be a little more valid is because usually when we face a downside continuation, we tend to use this the gaps as a support first. So if that's the case, then we may be able to find a support here before a continuation up. But I want to make sure that you're also aware of what's happening in the bi-daily iterations here, okay? I'm not saying that it's going to happen. Again, remember, I'm saying that this is something that we're going to have to validate first, okay? Please notice the price action doing this here. It is possible that we can top out here, create a bottom here, then test our resistance again, and then continue, okay? These are what some people call or refer to as ladder attacks, okay? So it would essentially realize if we do face some downside or capitulation, right? This would be the first bear flag of that descent, of which we would face about 3, and the fourth being the final one before a break of market structure and then starts to consolidate before an upside. I'm talking to you specifically over how price action tends to work, or I'm talking about just the sentiment overall. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and validate whatever that could be. Did you just notice my OCD here? Like I did this while talking to you guys, just trying to get every pivot perfect. Oh my goodness, guys, don't even get me started with that. So let's go ahead and reference the 30-minute immediate short-term time frame momentum represented by the RSI. Okay, you guys. So for ticker symbol APE, we're looking at immediate short-term downside. Okay, now we are piercing through the border between the bear weakness percentile and the bear strength, which would essentially suggest a continuation to the downside. Okay, but it's likely to live out pretty fast. It's a 30-minute. Let's continue validating. The bi-hourly time frame is suggesting a downside continuation as well. I know that the pivot down here is not as strong or convincing as this one right over here, but it's still suggesting the downside nonetheless. And also we're within the bear weakness percentile. Okay, we're getting that suggestion from the 14-day simple to that downside still. So it's very important that we do consider that. Okay, let's go to the 6-hour. So the 6-hour is now making a very important cross beneath that 14-day simple moving average. This usually signals a continuation to the downside. However, there is a little bit of loss of bear strength on that last pivot. Let me zoom in. Go ahead and notice that this is downside, 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 and then we have a little pivot here suggesting a little bit of weakness, okay? That can mean that we may face the bounce right where I'm saying at about $2.11 before an upside, okay? I'm just saying. Let's go ahead and move on and continue collecting our puzzle pieces here so that we can make an educated guess. Lots of loss of strength here from the bears on the 12-hour. We're still beneath that 14-day simple. As long as we do remain below that 14 simple, we are still favoring the bears, but it looks like we're starting to pressure the curvature of the 14-day simple with the, look at this. We're starting to kink this to the upside. And I'm talking about the upside as in not so downside, right? My apologies. Incorrect word choice. So we're losing that bear strength here. That signals, again, the potential of facing that $2.11 zone. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the daily. The daily is still, look at this. How is that bear strength looking now? So it's starting to diminish more and more and more. So damn, Arca wanted you to say moon so I could hurry and sell. Just kidding. Appreciate everything you do. Candace, hold up. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here before we make that upside suggestion, okay? I really want to say moon. Trust me when I say I have money in that too. I don't want it to go down. My goodness. Let's go to the buy daily and see what it's doing, okay? So the buy daily is suggesting a very important cross below that moving average, but it doesn't mean that it's the end of times here. In fact, if you notice the positioning of your RSI signal, we're in fact a little bit, closer to the gravitational zone of the bull weakness percentile than we are from the opposing zone, right? So this is looking all right. It's not bad, but let's go ahead and see what we have. Here it goes. So starting from the 3-day time frame, we are looking at an upside continuation here. So we do have some capitulation. I'm not talking about, I'm actually now more favoring the 211 more than I am the 194, but just know that it's there, okay? So this is essentially the target that I'm looking at before a bounce to the upside, and it would actually be in respects to this right here. So it's looking like we may actually create a bear trap right over here, and that would... bears open up here, longs open up even harder, creating a huge bear trap using the shorts as liquidity, and this would essentially kind of do another candle like this. So we're looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty good. I'm not trying to spread any FUD here. I'm just expressing what the charts are saying. All right, so let me go to the daily, or let's see, actually the 12-hour, and I want to see volatility versus momentum with the ARC enhanced MACD. Okay. Oh, very important here to notice. Let's bring it up. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay. So what we're noticing here is that loss of bear strength, just like we were talking about here. Okay. Go ahead and notice that the pivot and momentum is starting to revert now that we've already mean reverted. Okay. So very, very interesting here that we're starting to tighten up. Please notice all the momentum dots start to get really close together, okay? Just like it did right over here. They start, you know, they're far apart, then they start getting closer and closer and closer. Then we start getting the upside suggestions, right? And then we get that upside. So it's very possible that we're in the precipice of starting a contraction phase before an expansion phase and an upside continuation. So that's looking not bad. I'm not gonna lie whatsoever, okay, you guys? So. For the upside targets, the most obvious target that we have to get rid of, guys, is gonna definitely be between the space of about $3.15 to $3.38. We're gonna face resistance there. We're gonna pull back, test the area of about 266 before a continuation onto the upside, and that upside target is very much relevant to the space between 407 and 434 per the wick high of this candle here. August 26, 22, and the wick low of this candle here, August 1st, 2022. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just note that here so that we know that this would be essentially the second area of resistance, and the first area of resistance would be this one. I'm going to go ahead and just correct what I said a little bit, and I'll give you that range one more time. Okay, so that's going to be, let's see, I would say right about here. Actually right here. Okay, so it would be the space between 295 and about 328. This would be the resistance zone that we need to break in order for us to make that slide up to the secondary area of resistance. Okay, so that will be 402 and 443. Remember that I do not have enough historical data for me to be able to really gain an edge over this. Okay, you guys, so longs and chat, let's go ahead and dive in and rate the trade. What is this going to be? D minus, your max loss. D plus is going to be your break even. Let's rate it between D minus and A plus. What is it looking like, chat? Dive in. What are we rating this for the longs? Okay, so we're looking at a reaccumulation period, potential bounce from that 195 zone all the way up to what we're looking at right over here. So Mark Roach giving APE a C, MM giving it a C, Indra H a C plus. Very interesting, guys. Already the sentiment looks to be, I mean, it's rhyming. So Sebastian Lim saying C minus. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have to agree with what you guys are already saying. So Tiny Baby Doll saying that just for people to note, APE ticker is listed as AMC Entertainment Holdings Preferred Equity Units, Depository Share, Rep 1/100th. Wow, man. I am not even going to read that, but it's absolutely true. It is listed as that. So take a look at T Wood giving me a C minus, Ian Tucker giving me a C minus as well. Tiny Baby Doll giving me a C plus for the ticker symbol APE. Northwest Sasquatch giving me a B plus. You can see, guys, there is a majority of a C feeling in this because there could be the indecision and also the promise to an upside, right? So there's obviously an upside to be faced on this, and there's obviously the risk of a downside to be considered as well. I really want to hand out, I'm actually hats off to everybody rating right now, because everybody is within that Realm, Candace Morrison giving me a C rating as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and now put in my 2 cents in this. Remember, it doesn't have to be mine. It does not have to be mine. Just take it with a grain of salt and apply it to your strategy and the way you look at things, right, you guys? So let's go ahead and give this, let's see, a long rating of, I'm going to give this a C+, because there is the opportunity to make an upside continuation. Okay, you guys, so it's looking not bad. I really do think that the space between 195 and 211 would be that area before a bounce. I could be wrong. I could be right. It doesn't matter, but that's why we practice risk management. We make sure that we can keep our stop losses in case the price action goes against our favors, right, you guys? My max loss for the day is a -4% no matter what. If I do succeed to realize a 4% loss, I will suspend myself from trading. I will recollect. I will try to diagnose why I got it wrong. And then after the recollecting of myself, I will come back the next day and trade. Okay, if I do lose another 4% on the day the next day, I will likely suspend myself the following day of trading alongside the rest of that day. Okay, so just know, guys, that there are specific rules that you can put on for yourself if you are interested, as you know, kind of, or if you are curious about how systematic traders kind of do it. Okay, so this is one way. It's systematic just basically means rules based. Okay, and also systems, right? But I mean, say considering computer trading too, right? So just know that that's kind of the way I look at things as well, you guys. So C+ rating for that ticker symbol APE. And let's see. So yeah, let me go ahead and make sure to write that down so that we can provide it later in the description below for if and when you do decide to come back, right? And evaluate your tickers for the Tuesday session. Remember, markets will be closed tomorrow. Okay, you guys. So that is it for ticker symbol APE. If you are new to the chat, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please refer to the links in the description below where I am offering. You'll see a link that I'm offering some classes now. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and now move on to the ticker symbol MULN. Okay, you guys. So Indra H giving me a jinx again. Great minds think alike. I said tink, like Tinkerbell. All right, so let's see what we got for ticker symbol MULN for my boy Mark Roach. Thank you so much, my dude, for everything you do, and thank you so much for being a part of the family. Okay, you guys. So let's see what we got. I'm wondering if I should actually bring up a new load or no. I remember I was looking at one that was very important. So there's this one here, right? So that's dated the 13th. I think that may be it. Let's click on it and get it moving. Okay, so yeah, let me get a sip of water and then I can regain some pipes to continue yapping and yapping. All right, Philip, good morning to you, my friend. Stick Fishes. Very nice donation. Thank you, my brother. So no FUD, no BS, just invaluable info, up or down. Share the love, guys. Make sure to share the love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to ticker symbol MULN. So MULN stock. Very interesting capitulation event here. Okay, you guys. So. And this actually is, I want to express the warning that I did before. I'm not sure if I actually called it right. Okay. But the target that I've been looking at has been 18 cents in case this didn't make a touch all the way to the upside. I really thought that this could have been the area that we could have touched that resistance, but it looks like test number 1 was realized right over here. I'm not sure what I said last time. Okay. So remember, golden rule of 3 for an ascending broadening wedge. This is very much a very bearish formation, okay? And it suggests a downside continuation, and it does have a price objective, okay? So what you're looking at here is test number 1, 2, and 3. We have the support test, right? And then we create a massive bull trap, and then we continue on to the downside. What I can see here is that we have not returned to test the newly converted support into now a resistance before a continuation to the downside. Okay, so now that we failed and we're breaking market structure here, now that we failed this channel or the wedge, I can see a continuation to the downside, but there may be an upside first before that continuation to the downside, okay? So this is usually how this ticker trades. I'm sorry, this formation trades, okay? So let's go ahead and refer to the moving averages and see what we have as far as moving averages above us or below us, okay? So what do we have? Okay, so this, oh man, it's very dangerous what we're looking at here, you guys. We have the SMA 100, the 50, and the SMA 10 above us as relevant resistances, okay? So by the time that the next session comes in or ends, the SMA 10 would likely be located right at the resistance of the wedge itself, okay? So that would present a continuation to the way down, of which we can see a total take profit of 18 cents. I'm talking about in a few days, but I'll go ahead and touch on specific targets as well. Okay, you guys. So here the problem with MULN right now is David, the CEO, largest sale order was 20.9 million units, worth over $5.02 million on February 17th, 2023. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and validate the downside or upside via momentum. So let's go ahead and start with the immediate short-term time frame RSI. Okay, so we're getting an upside suggestion on the 30-minute, which is confluent to what we were speaking about. However, I would like for this to actually be more convincing than this pivot here. It's losing a little bit of strength. Let's move on. Let's go to the buy hourly. Okay, so the buy hourly is suggesting a limited upside, okay? So if we are going to be facing a limited upside here, and I'm saying limited because we've already used it once as resistance. It looks like we came back to it again, and failed it. This could be used again. The reason why is because now it's a little stronger this time. The resistance would be faced to that 14-day simple moving average and the gravitational zone of the bear strength. We'll essentially use it as two forms of resistance before a continuation to the way down. If I were to look at this in the buy hourly trade, I would immediately put relevance. Let me open up the EMA. There we go. I would immediately put relevance to that 14-day simple alongside the 7-day exponential moving average located at about 28.49. Okay, so 28.49 looks to be that resistance zone before a continuation to the way down, but let's continue puzzling it. Let's see, the 6 hour is suggesting a limited upside. Okay, so in this case, now we start to get into what I was talking about. Okay, so there are a couple problems here. Okay, please notice that the EMA 7 is about to cross the SMA 200. Okay, very likely we can face a resistance there. Okay, so, and it's actually in reference to the upside suggestion that we're facing here on the RSI, alongside the positioning of the 14-day simple. In a discretionary manner, I see the space between here and here to be more like potentially to the SMA 100 to the resistance touch of the top, right? But we're looking at this in the 6 hours, so that resistance line is placed in the incorrect place. You need to make sure to be consistent with where you're trading your wedge. Okay, so the wedge, we're not trading here, we're trading on the daily. So that means that this line is going to likely change because of the dispersion of returns being different in shorter time frames. Okay, so let's go ahead and now reference the let's see, the 12 hour. Let's see how close it gets. Okay, this is starting to get closer to the daily. Let's see the daily real quick. Okay, there we go. So the 12 hour is in fact what we're going to end up using as that resistance area. Okay, so if we're looking at on the daily, the EMA 7 being at 33.06 to the resistance top at about potentially 34.19. Let's see what 34.19 looks like right over here. So 34.19 looks to be right at the SMA 50. Okay, so this is now the time frame that I think that we should favor if we are going to succeed. A continuation to the upside and use that 14-day simple, we can use two ranges. Okay, I have to give you two, because please notice that the other times where we actually moved up to the upside, we didn't actually make it to the 14-day. Here too, and here. And you see what I mean? So we have to make sure to express this discretion and also look at every potential target. So man, this is actually very scary. Okay, so the first target, I'm going to give you is actually 28 cents. I know it doesn't make sense, but hold on, I'll make it make sense for you right now. Let me get rid of the moving averages and I'll show you why. 28 cents, wick low of this candle, opening of this candle, wick high of this candle, closing of this candle here, opening of this, wick low of this one. You see the relevance there? There's huge relevance in price action all over this target. Okay, so very much we can see a touch of this area before a continuation to the way down. Why? Because we're creating those ladders. Okay, so it could be to where we face resistance here and then continue on to the way down. But if we are looking at potential, bulls trying to load up down here, thinking that that's the floor already, we can definitely make a move to the second target being right at about 29.79. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and note that down. 29.79 would be the secondary target, and the least likely target, but absolutely relevant, would be the space between 33.15. Let's make a box. 33.15 to about 34.15. Okay, so wick low of this, wick low of this, wick low of this right over here. Okay, so this is essentially what I'm looking at. Yeah, I mean, we could face that resistance from the knot 382. It's already in correlation, as well as this target being correlated to the knot 236. Guys, there could actually be, I hate to say this, but there could actually be a play for long puts on this. You know what I mean? So it's just the overall take profit to the downside. It's this down here. So the first area of a downside continuation would actually be, well, first of all, likely we're going to face a little bit of a bounce right here from the 25.51. But if we're looking at price action, let's take an inverse fib on the 12-hour from the previous candle iteration in an inverse manner. Okay, so we'll do it just like this. Swing high to the swing low of the previous 12-hour closing candle. And let's see right down here. Okay, I'm looking at this area here. Let's see. Okay, very relevant here as it is very close to the 1.272. Okay, so my first target for you would essentially be, and also this candle opening here, this candle opening right here too. Okay, yeah, so 23.76. Let's make a box of the areas where I expect this to kind of go. So 23.72 or 3, right, to about 24.19. Face a bounce, and then test that 0 fib or the 1 fib, 25.56. Then we would essentially come all the way down, and I'm thinking to possibly the 2 fib before finding a bounce, as it is very much in relevance to this wick low here, and the opening of this candle, the wick low of this candle, lots of relevance in this area. Okay, so it would potentially be to the 2 fib. Actually, let me make it like this. Okay, so 2024 to 2053. Bounce, test the resistance or resistance at 21.20 before eventually realizing the 18-cent zone. Okay, so I'm not saying that it has the potential to go all the way down here, but it's the typical trading book rules, typical playbook rules to trade the downside on a broadening ascending wedge that realizes test 1, 2, and 3 of the resistance before its capitulation. Okay, so that's essentially what I'm looking at here. Okay, you guys, so we're definitely not going to rate this. Okay, you guys, so I don't want to encourage any negative activity here. So we're going to not rate ticker symbol MULN, as you already see that we don't want to even speak of it, right? So let me leave this as no rating, typed right over here, right in the other screen that I'm looking at. And let's see. I want to have us move on real quick to ticker symbol CEOS per the early requests, followed by, TRKA and VS. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at that now. So TRKA, I think I already had it loaded. Perfect. I did. Yes. Did you guys notice that there was actually some bullish news that came out? I think Moon Market talked about it. Something about the dilution not happening anymore. Did you guys happen to catch that news by any chance? I'm speaking directly to my TRKA bulls. Yeah, I believe. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. We're gonna do TRK. Let me just do TRKA first, and then we'll do CEOS. No problem. I get it. Oh, thanks, Sebastian. Yeah, I know. I literally just realized myself. So yeah, let's go ahead and just continue on with TRKA, whatever. So did anybody get that news? I think Moon Market ended up putting out something, right? So very powerful move here. As you can see on the 8-hour time frame, we're looking at a huge, thanks Mark, we're looking at a huge bullish engulfing. Huge bullish engulfing, okay? So this is suggesting upside no matter which way we look at it, okay? So yeah, just please go ahead and take a quick gander at this formation here in candle analysis, which is actually going to be the second lesson in the master's course that I'm going to offer. This is the type of stuff that we're going to be learning in formations. Okay, so formation analysis suggests that when the body of the green candle overshadows or engulfs, literally engulfs, the previous candle body being red, this is usually a very bullish formation and an upside continuation. Okay, so let's see. Indra H saying that they withdrew filing for the offering. So yes, that is essentially what I'm reading as well. So very curious price action here. We actually did suggest a downside before a bounce, right? Oh my goodness. So let's go ahead and now. Oh no way! Did I really? Look at this, guys. I missed it. I missed it by 2 cents. Damn it. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on with the analysis here, because this is, when you're looking at candle analysis, this candle would essentially be the validator for the upside continuation. Okay, so this is looking very, very good. And now here's another detail. Take a quick note of this. Okay, test 1, 2, 3. Okay, huge bull trap down here, bear trap, sorry. We pushed to the upside. We failed that test number 4. Another bear trap. Why bear trap? Well, this is something else you'll learn in the master's course that is actually going to be the reason of the test number 4. Test number 4 are not typical for broadening ascending wedges, okay? You're looking at test number 4 happen here, and this would essentially think that, oh, all right, we're going to go all the way down to 11 cents, right? Because that's the resistance touch of this broadening ascending wedge, where you're not counting correctly and you're probably not looking at it in the right time frame. Okay, so this is why that bear trap happened again, and then we're pressured up to the upside yet again, okay? So now the reason why I'm talking about this being a bullish formation now is because of the 4th test and reclaiming the inside of the channel from it. Okay, now that we start to face test number 5, which, I mean, over time could essentially reach to the levels of about 40 cents, 42 cents right up there. Okay, so this would create a bounce from that 43 cent, 42 cent zone before coming back and testing the current high of wave number 4. Okay, so that area would be essentially the retracement from a massive upside before a continuation onto the upside and suggesting an upside in a macro way. Okay, so this is very curious for TRKA. Let's pull up our moving averages and see what it's got. I think I have them low. Oh yeah, I do. Good. All right, so the moving averages are now below us on the 8-hour time frame. Very good. The 200-day simple moving average acting as support for both the iterations of the 8-hour candles from the last trading session, right? And the SMA 10 has now been converted into that support. And please notice that on the 8-hour, the SMA 10 is succeeding the SMA 200. Very bullish stuff. Also, please notice that we have the SMA 50 crossing upwards the SMA 100. So this is looking incredibly bullish. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and now load up momentum. We need to reference that so that we can see what the potentials are starting from the immediate short-term time frame. Okay, so I'm just going to make that a little brighter. Man, let me go back in there and make the pink line. I'm messing with the RSI right now, guys. Sorry that it appears different every time. You may notice that it's going to appear different in your end as well. So know for a fact that I'm trying my best not to interrupt it. But for those of you who are holding ARC RSI, just know that I am in development for an upgrade for this indicator. Okay, so that's coming soon enough. All right, so let's go ahead and now reference the 30-minute immediate short-term time frame for TRKA. All right, so this is absolutely what should be happening right now. We have a downside suggestion, and it's very sharp and convincing enough. It's limited because we have that 14-day simple. Why? Because we need to make sure that upon succeeding the inside of the bearish formation, we need to come back and test that newly converted resistance into a valid area of support before continuing on to the upside. Very similar to what AMC is doing on its upside channel, okay? Literally what's happening to AMC right over here. We did this in TRKA. Now we got to come back and validate that support before a continuation onto the upside, okay? So it's per the playbook, okay? And it's no problem. I'm correlating the 14-day simple moving average along to literally all of these time frames, as well as the support line from the broadening descending wedge. Okay, so this is why I'm able to tell you that potentially, or probably, we can see that 2341 before. What the heck is that? Before a continuation onto the upside. Okay, so let's go to the buy hourly and see what we got. So the buy hourly, wow, no way. All right, so let's see the hourly. Interesting. Okay, so 15-minute downside and 5-minute downside. Okay, good. So the reason why, guys, is because this is TRKA is planning to make a very short-term, super short-term touch, right? So what I'm saying is that it's going to come back 24.28 in line with the knot 618, right? And then it would essentially continue on to the upside. So let's go ahead and refer back to the buy hourly. Man, are you serious? Okay. All right. So guys, everything is pointing to the moon here. And damn. Okay. So the daily is suggesting the downside. Why? Let's see. Guys, I'm sorry I'm just moving through this. It's because I'm very interested in this now, because this is crazy. The upside, oh, okay, I see it. So the upside, yeah, the upside could be limited before a pullback. Let's see. Oh man, there it is. There it is. My goodness, it's playing out just the way it should. All right, so the upside is limited to about the top side of about 30.29 before coming back and testing the current highs, which would be at about 25.07. My goodness, this is this is a pretty bullish play. And it's loading up, and it will load more and allow bulls to enter yet again. Okay, so if we jump in, please notice that the daily is suggesting a downside, right? So let's go to the buy daily and notice that the buy daily is suggesting a limited downside. That's why I'm saying that we'll face the daily suggestion of about 30.24. We'll retrace back to about 24.94. And then continue on to the upside via the 3-day without even looking at the 3-day. so this play is almost textbook. Okay, so this is but you don't ever want to think like that in the markets. Okay, you don't ever want to think that you outsmarted the markets because the freaking markets will come and hand you your ass. Okay, don't ever think that way. Okay, 12-hour time frame, very important. Conversion of that support line from the SMA 10, very important. And this is another thing that you would essentially learn in the master's course as well. This is called an abandoned baby formation, candle formation. Okay, usually when this happens, an upside continuation is very and highly likely, and also the following candle would be the validator for that upside continuation, of which it printed and absolutely suggesting the upside. Okay, so this is very cool. So here are the levels. Okay. Pay close attention, because this is going to be your Arca boy giving you some cash. Not financial advice. Do your own due diligence and everything will be fine, okay? So let's go ahead and accumulate here. And I think I may actually... Oh, no. You know what? This is very likely still within the same range that I talked about in the 4-hour. Wow. Okay, 2304 is the magic number. Okay, so we want to go ahead and keep it a close eye, okay? From the opening of the prior 12-hour candle iteration, which is this one here, you can see the opening valuations right up here. Okay, so you can see O says 24 cents. Okay, so a dead solid 24 cent to about, I would say, just past the SMA 10. 22.57 is that loading zone before this thing goes, and it'll actually go to about 30 cents. And I think that upside could be a 34% trade from the lower end and a 26% from the, almost a 27% from the higher end. Very cool. Very cool. What's the cap on this? Let's see. Before we rate this, right? Because damn. So 14.9 mil. on that cap, and we have a 32.53 mil on the float. Obviously, it's Indra H saying abandoned baby sounds cruel. Guys, I know. So it's a abandoned baby. All right, so this is absolutely bullish and definitely like suggesting an upside. I am not suggesting an upside. The charts are suggesting an upside. And I'm telling you that right now, before a pullback, we can scalp this, guys. We can go ahead and trade the ranges here, okay? Remember, accumulation at the lowest end, 2265 to about 24 flat, okay? This is your loading zone. And then this would continue on to the upside to about 34 cents. 3042. Okay, not 34, 3042. Okay, remember, here's the target, 3042. Before facing a pullback to eventually realize this as an area of support, 2593, before continuing on to the upside, facing resistance right at that SMA 200 at 3769. This can be traded. I'm talking in and out day after day. Okay, so this is man, what is volatility saying? Let's go ahead and reference to the enhanced MACD for the ARC-Series indicators, right? Ooh, man, yep. Check this out. Okay, let me just go ahead and bring this down. I'm going to also minimize the price action just a little bit. I'm also going to make the enhanced MACD volatility versus momentum just a little bit smaller. And please notice what's happening here, okay? What you're seeing is that we're critically contracted. This is very tiny here. And notice this red dot and notice this upper dot, okay? So that usually means that we are at pretty much, I don't want to say it, this is the go zone, okay? So this is pretty much the go zone, meaning that I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if enhanced MACD gives us a bull signal tomorrow, okay? So that's when we contract this tight and then we get a bull signal, man, it'll expand to these levels here. It'll expand and then continue on an upside, okay? So the momentum is suggesting upside and volatility critically contracted. Just so you can see it manually. Here it is without looking at it. It should be blue at the bottom. Let's see. Here we go. So yeah, we're in very low percentile here in contraction. There could be the reversion here, okay? Please notice that we're about to cross the moving average too. Okay, so this is this is contraction, this is low contraction and upside, okay? I'm not saying explosive upside because explosive upside would be from here, from the critical zone being beneath the 15 percentile, which is very likely what's happening because we're going to face that resistance at about 3040. This is in respects to why we're not all the way down here. Okay, so the play is very nice. I really am a big fan of this play. Okay, you guys. So, man, Arc Edge plays in progress right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and update the Arc Edge plays for this trade. Guys, let's go ahead and remember the float, okay? Remember the float. We're looking at a high-risk play here nonetheless, okay? 14.5 mil cap, and you're looking 35.5 mil float, okay? High risk, no problem, but still, we need to make sure that we don't just moonbag this, right? We can trade the ranges and create our own squeeze. All right, you guys. So what is this going to be rated for the longs? Mark Roach giving it a B. MM saying all in. Candace Morrison giving me, okay, 22.57, and it's on like Donkey Kong. My goodness. I really think this is actually going to play out some freaking sicky nar moves, right? So so MM giving me a B, Sebastian Lim B minus, nobody giving me a solid A. What is up? And Candace Morrison giving me a B plus, nice. Stig Vicious sold with a B, damn. All right, so and T Wood C plus, Indra H giving me a B minus, MM giving me a just kidding. Oh my goodness. Ian Tucker giving me a B. Go ahead and continue rating the trade, chat. Let's see what it's got for the longs. This is potentially a very, very interesting move. Okay, you guys. TF Hatter saying break open the Absolutely, man. Okay, so I like the sentiment, guys, and I'm not gonna lie. This would probably be one of the only times you would actually see me rate a very low, I'm talking micro floats, micro caps, right? So TF Hatter giving it an A minus as well. Very interesting suggestions here. Everybody is TRKA bull. Okay, so Mark Roach saying TRKA looks like it's ready to shred the nard. My goodness, I think so too, dude. So check this out, okay, you guys. So this is gonna be, like I said, this is gonna be one of the very rare times that you would ever see me rating a micro cap or micro float, right? But I am honestly giving this a B- because I don't like those tiny ones. But rest assured that a B is very rare from my language, okay? So B- trade, usually for Arca, for myself, not speaking for anyone whatsoever, okay, you guys? A B- trade for me usually means a 65% portfolio, maybe even 50. Okay, so that means that my tight stops are gonna be in, okay? So tight stops, if you want to consider a tight stop, it would be literally at about 21.28, right? Around there, right? You can also be a little, because it's a low float, right? You can also be a little more aggressive, and your tight stop could be, I'm sorry, an aggressive stop. This would be a little wider of a stop. It would be probably 1917. Okay, you guys? So know that this type of content is absolutely something that you will learn in the ARC Masters course. Refer to the links in the description below where you'll find the links for that ARC Masters. Okay, so long rating for the B-, man, guys, I'm not kidding. This is looking pretty juicy, and I think there is opportunity here to trade the waves. Okay, I'm talking about trading the waves. If you come back here saying that I held on, I'm gonna literally dunce you. Okay, do not get dunced. All right, so we're looking at a long rating. Let's see. I want to make sure to note it down here because we want to add it to the timestamps later on when everybody comes back and reviews the play for the coming Tuesday session, right? So TF Hatter saying this is not a bad PN, okay, or a mean play. Yeah, no, not at all. I'm just saying that the float is small. TRKA is a real life company. Absolutely, I definitely agree. So what I'm saying here is that I don't like the size of this. The reason why I don't like the size of this is because any whale can come in and throw 30 grand at this and it'll shoot up. And upon that liquidity being met, this can sell off just as fast, right? So I'm talking 25 cents here, guys. Okay, so I'm not talking about the business in general. I'm speaking about the valuations and the way that it can play out in price action. So the fact that TRKA is an absolute life company is in respects to what I mentioned to Moon Market's hit up earlier when we started looking at this. So Moon Market actually said that they are not going to be diluting once again, right? So this can actually, man. So TF Hatter saying rumors of more pre-market announcements Tuesday. No way. Ooh, guys, just know that the range here at about 30-40, if that's really the truth that TF Hatter is saying, then this, okay, I'll give you another target just in case. Okay, so we're going to take into consideration the overall swing high to the swing low of the last day. Okay, so both of the candles. Okay, so if we're looking at an upside continuation beyond the area where I'm already talking about, right? So please notice here, this is my area, 30-40. Okay, look at where the 1.618 is located. Okay, without looking. Just to be clear with you guys, okay? I'm not looking at the fibs either. So just to show you that this is, discretion is high speed right now for your boy Arca, okay? I'm not kidding. I was just really interested in this, and I missed a bunch of steps just to get to the point, right? So I just want to show you that the relevance of the targets that I am suggesting are very much geometrical by eye, okay? So if we're looking at a continuation, it's man. Okay, so guys, notice this too. Okay, there's a gap. Okay, damn it. We have to notice this. Okay, so there is a gap here that's lining up with the 1.618 as well. Okay, so that gap is located at 31.34, just right upside the target that I gave you. Okay, so very important for us to notice that. Okay, if we do face a thrust that goes beyond the target of about, let's see, 32.11. then we're likely to pull back from 35.71 or just upside of it, shy of the 3.272. That area would be in respects to this right here, this gap now, okay? So that would be the resistance, and I do not see this going past that, even with a FOMO pump, because people are gonna take profit right there, okay? So at the 3.272, right under it, right shy of it, 38.65, we would come back and then use this prior gap as a form of support before continuing on to the upside. Okay, and why am I saying that? Because remember at the beginning of this thread, I told you that we would likely go all the way to the top and come back to test wave number 3 high. Okay, so if I didn't say it, I'm sorry, but this is important for us to come back and test the high of this wave so that we can continue on to the upside. Okay, so this is essentially what I'm looking at. My primary targets here are literally between 30-40 for short-term range. Okay, I'm talking about momentum trading here. 30-40 to 31-24. And then if we do get a FOMO pump, I expect the FOMO pump to last to about 38.49 to about 39.97. A strategy that you can be able to follow is to remove your initial at around here, or to remove profits at here, so then you could have some runners run up and either test your 2.618 35.71 to about 39.93. Okay, so I'm gonna still stick to it, guys. B- is my damn rating here for this ticker, but I really do think that there's an opportunity here to make this play happen. Remember your loading zone. I'm giving you about 22.57 to about 23.90 as a potential loading zone, but please remember that there is also the potential of touching the wick low of this candle down here at about 21.45. Just know that you have several areas to be able to get long and then make some profits on the way up. From this area to this area, clean 50%. Okay, you guys? So just know that you can trade this, get out, get right back in at another support test, make another 40%, get out, come back, test another 40, test another support zone, enter again, another 40%. You'll be long 80% on this thing, man, on the day. So just know that this has massive opportunity, and I do think that it could. The entry, guys, is going to likely be within the early pre-market. Okay, so you would actually have to be very sharp and have your orders in the what I consider to be here the 4 a.m. session Pacific, right? So early pre, I'm thinking this can actually make it, guys. This is a play. This is cool. I thank you so much, guys, for requesting TRKA, right? So now, guys, I want to go ahead and touch on ticker symbol VS. So I'm gonna update the times on this, right? So my goodness, guys, good deal here. Good deal. Guys, I'm sorry. I know I said after, let's see. So Chase Cross saying Arca after hour. Yeah, 27 cents. Let's see. Yeah, well, I mean, for me, it's sitting at 25.46, which would be equivalent to 26 cents in other platforms. Let me see what Webull is saying, or what are the sources that you guys are looking at on this thing, right? So let's see. TRKA. Let me just load up my Webull and take a look here. 25.50. Is that not correct? Chat, let me know real quick in the chat if you guys are seeing the closing after hours 25.50 TRKA. That's honestly what I'm seeing in my broker's side, right? So Mark Roach saying he sees 25.50. Steven also sees 25.50 from TD Ameritrade, 25.50 per TF Hatter, and Chase Cross also confirming 25.50 Sebastian Lim. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. So if that's the target that we're looking at, guys, then the entries on the loading zones that I just provided are still valid. I'll leave this right over here too. Okay. So that in case you guys are interested in looking at this later on, then we'll just have this yellow line here, right? And that would be the around the lower zones of of accumulation, right? So a moderator Cal L saying that he will check Schwab. Thank you, brother. Mark Roach saying yes, it's 25.50, 100%. Okay, good deal. TF Hatter. Let's see. Trades in Frankfurt in 2.5 hours. Wow. Wait, what? Markets are going to be open there no matter why. Damn it. Let's go to Frankfurt, guys. Let's go and get long TRKA in Frankfurt. Guys, if you're new to the chat, make sure to check the description below, as I have included some links for a master course that I'm offering now. Okay, you guys go ahead and check that in the description below. And so Tamir saying, let me check E-Trade Moderator Cal L telling me that 2550 listed, okay, 2205, 2218 trades listed as traded at 1437 today. Okay. That's a man, I mean, does this have after hours too? It does, right? 2201 traditional market close, and per trading view, right? 2539, which is just about 2550. So it's really no problem. But this one, oh my goodness, Tiny Baby Doll giving it a B+. I agree with you. My personal rating on this one is a B- for TRKA, as I absolutely see some room to actually make some gains on this ticker, guys. I'm going to be very transparent here. I am going to get long this stock in the same targets that I provided here. Within this range, I'm going to get long this stock, and I'm going to be removing profits in this zone right over here as well. Remember the targets that I gave you, okay? And here you can see them literally right there. Okay, so let me just make this a little larger. There you go. And you can see the targets when I actually highlight that, right? So the upside targets here would be 38.56, 38.98 before facing a pullback to test that upper end of about 30.38 before a continuation. Please remember that, guys, okay? No, definitely don't buy and forget. If you buy and forget, that would be because your system's trading and you already have your take profits in a group order or an advanced order, right? Candace Morrison giving me the thumbs up on a 2550 Weeble. Okay, same here. Let's see. Moderator Cal L giving me some odd market behaviors lately. Yeah, for real, man. Goodness gracious. I mean, it is what it is, right? But still, this is a very good play. We're gonna keep this one in mind for the ARC edge plays. Kenneth Morrison, Arca, will you need to look tomorrow to see if Germany changes it? I'm not gonna be able to tell. But likely, whatever happens with them, it'll likely come back to where it was. because it always does. Don't take that as financial advice. I'm not going to be able to see what happened because I don't have first of all, I don't have a VPN for me to open up market activity out there, which would essentially allow my trading view to view that market activity, right? So I won't be able to access market data until it is accessed in the American trades, which sucks, which really sucks. What is this thing here? Sorry, guys, I'm jiggling a whole bunch of wires and stuff over here because it's all in the way. There we go. Okay, so moderator Cal L saying the trades are so tiny though. 60 share. Oh, okay, 20 shares, 9 shares. I don't think Germany cares. Or unless they're not going to care until their traditional market hours take place, right? But guys, this is a good one, man. Damn. And I'm like baffled by it. B- is what I'm even surprising myself giving that target, right? So this is very cool. I like it. They suck. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and finish off TRKA now. Man, this was a long one, but it's all good. I know I said CEOS, but we really need to get to the opportunity for ticker symbol VS because, guys, oh man, that's another one with an opportunity for oh man, it's just an upside on that one coming in, and I wish I had more money. I wish I had more liquidity so I can get long all these opportunities. Guys, you're not going to be able to get long every single stock, right? So make sure to practice your discretion. Make sure to evaluate your ticker and really make a conscious choice or a decision, right? As far as which ticker you want to get long, because man, don't take my word for it. Don't ever look at it as like just because I'm showing emotion, right? Because likely when I get into the trade, I will not give one hell if it doesn't reach my buy target. Moderator Cal L and I are very similar in that aspect. If it doesn't reach it, whatever. it's either you take it or you don't. I don't care. Okay, you guys. So I would really like for everyone to kind of think like that in the markets because there's always opportunities. Okay, always. I'm just saying that I want to express to you how heartless I am when it comes to entries. I do not care if it doesn't fit it. So please know I'm not a financial advisor. Do as you will, okay, you guys, and make sure to do your own due diligence. TF Hatter saying the last time we had a weekend pump, it traded like 30 million shares pre-market at 4:30 Eastern, and like 72 million for the day, and the shorts won. Yeah, see what I mean? It's likely to come back. If it is, it'll revert. You know what I mean? And then when market opens in the U.S. markets, oof, that's a different story. Different story. Mark Roach, not fun. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and Samantha H as well, guys. Moderator Samantha H is also the same with entries. Whether it takes it or not, it does not matter. Next play, okay? Do not think about it like this. Don't marry the stock. Don't marry the stock. Don't marry your expiration dates on your options. It has to be like that, okay, guys? So let's go ahead and load up ticker symbol VS. Because there is an opportunity there for us to reevaluate. Moderator Cal L saying program your FOMO inhibitors now, so you never FOMO. Absolutely. Mark Roach saying DD is your friend and confidant. Yes, definitely true. Steven, somehow thanks to you a lot, I got into VS at 693. Awesome. So I wonder if there was still. Yeah, well, let's just go ahead and load it, because I remember I was talking about a pullback, and it's going to be a very short pullback. So I think 69, right? Or 68 cents, I said, before a continuation to the upside. Well, let's see oh man. Okay, here you go, guys. So I'm going to give you guys early access right now. This is my statistical back test. And if T Wood, if you were in here, I'm going to go ahead and update the back test a little bit, because I did notice one error, which actually makes this a higher target now. So in fact, it's a little better. All right. So the back test actually refers to volatility versus momentum, particularly to the daily chart. So this is what I was telling you guys. I was compelled to run a back test on this. And I really do think that this has an upside. And I believe that that upside is going to be realized via the play. Okay. So critically oversold momentum. Okay. Critically oversold momentum and critical volatility up on top. And not only that, it's critical volatility for the second iteration. If you want to call it third, I guess this one, but no, we want to go ahead and refer to this one. And we came back up to critical again. And I need you to notice these things. Okay. Please notice this. We're now making the volatility component out. We're now contracting, and now it's beyond the 90 percentile, which is critical volatility. Okay. We need that moving average to also be pivoted towards the downside. And I'm talking about beyond the 90 percentile. And as well, go ahead and notice your momentum and look what it's doing. Literally starting to curve. Okay. I'm giving you guys the heads up on what I'm going to be releasing tomorrow regarding the VS official video, right? So this is it right here. I've already prepared it. Okay, so this is the upside that it's already preparing. Okay, very much in line with what's happening with the contraction phase of volatility. So essentially, we want this oval to happen here. We want the contraction. And we want the upside pivots from both the D% and the K%, 3-day exponential moving average, 14 simple moving average towards the upside, okay? VS is looking like it's prepping this move, and this may actually start to make its upside very soon. If not on Tuesday, then Wednesday, okay? So what does that upside look like, and what was the criteria? Anytime that we'd have contracted from the critical volatility zone, 90%, and started an upside pivot of momentum, right? I have taken note of that iteration's upside thrust. I have taken note of the iteration's duration and the amount of times that volatility versus momentum have guessed the upside correctly versus incorrectly. Okay. Let me give you what that looks like. Okay. So this is essentially the back test right over here. Okay. You guys, please notice there's a crap load of iterations of which I've taken note manually, okay? So manually. So what that basically is telling us is that a total of 34 iterations, very, very good already, okay? So I would like it to be 50 or 60 or 70, but this is good. This is absolutely good. 22 of those 34 have been guessed correctly to the upside, giving us an upside accuracy of 64.70% with an averaged upside thrust of 94.61% over the span of 20.27 days. This is proof of work. Guys, what I'm saying here is that this is literally about to pop. And I think that we've already kind of missed one entry. And another important thing to notice here is that I have mentioned to you the ascending channel that we have been riding, applying the statistical upside. Remember, what was that figure? Applying the statistical upside of 94.61% takes us where? Man, my goodness. Look at the confluence here, okay? It takes us to the resistance of our channel. Where? $1.40. Where are we sitting? 72. I am literally talking about 72 to 140 on average. Remember that these are statistics. They are not certainties. Okay. But for some reason or another, it's played out. Okay. So just know that this is essentially the target that I'm looking for. 140.43 from the firing of the signal. We still need to make sure that we can get momentum pivoted towards the upside. As soon as this is upside pivoted and we have the moving average outside of the critical zone and for in fact contracting, this is on. Aggressive traders are already entering this now. Okay, you guys, but this is about to fire off and this is a statistical play. I'm not sure if there's any news being related within this. And frankly, I don't care because this is already suggesting that there is a massive pump to the upside. Guys, I want to express too that there's oftentimes, remember COSM, I said that we were going to move up 100.378% to the upside. When the signals fired off, just like what we're looking at here, it moved 164. Okay, so I'm just saying that on average, this is what's to be expected. But please also notice that we would be right at the resistance of our broadening descending wedge. Okay, take a look right over here. A very long-standing broadening descending wedge. Okay, you guys, so this is really what I'm looking for. Awesome opportunity for us to be able to get long this stock and make a serious pump. Okay, you guys, this, remember, average of 27 days on average. Okay, so this means it could be a swing trade, okay? Or it could be a momentum trade playing the ranges, meaning in, out, you come back in, then you get out, right? And you do the whole thing just over and over until you realize that 100% move, right? So this, or you just get long and hold it. I don't care what you do. Just know that I'm providing the numbers and the statistics, which I honestly think, and statistically speaking, we have a 64.7% chance that it's going to happen. All right. So that's not bad. And it's also from down here. Okay. So, from critically oversold. So the chances are pretty damn high. Oh my goodness. Mark Roach saying VS float 1.5 million tiny, 7.69 million market cap. Guys, definitely know that this is absolutely a risky play, but the opportunity is there statistically speaking. I am not talking about discretionary trading right here. This is the statistic and what gives me that final Arca edge. Okay. The reason why a lot of people think that, oh my goodness, Arca, you called this or you called that is likely because I put out a statistical play with it. Okay, so when the mathematics start matching the targets, that's when I start getting a little bullish on these things, okay? Absolutely know that at any point somebody could take profit literally right here and then capitulate, okay? But I don't see that as likely right now. I honestly am favoring the bulls on this side, and you guys know how no bullshit I am, right? So you guys know that I'm not like that. I do not express anything unless it's backed by numbers, okay? I need to make sure that the broad price action, that the formations, that the statistics, whatever else, even the freaking lunar cycles, if everything aligns, that doesn't mean that the upside is still guaranteed. It just means that it becomes a little more probable, okay? Start thinking about the markets as a game of probabilities, not a game of certainties, and you will notice how your portfolio will change over time, which is also something you will learn in the ARC Masters course, which is, by the way, something that you can find in the links in the description below. Let's go ahead and finish off ticker symbol VS by rating it. What are we going to rate this? Longs. for the longs. D minus would be your max loss. D plus would be your break even. What are we rating this for the longs? Chat, go ahead and dive in and let me know. D minus to A plus. What is it going to be for the longs in this one here, guys? Indra H already giving me a B. Cal L, moderator Cal L just posted the master course Discord link. Go ahead and refer to that if you need some more info, if you would like to join up, right, you guys? So T Wood, B plus. Nobody giving me an A. Wow. Mark H, C plus. I'm sorry, Mark Roach. MM with a B plus. Ian Tucker, B plus. Sebastian Lim, B minus. My goodness. Stick Vicious, I'm sold, B plus. Candace Morrison, B plus plus. Guys, man. Okay, so this is actually a very cool ass stream. My goodness. Oh, I'm gonna put this right next to TRKA. Because TRKA is giving us all kinds of bull signals right now. And this one as well. Very interesting price action, guys. This is absolutely cool. Okay, so what man, am I really about to do that? Am I really about to show you guys that one more time? Damn it. All right, guys, so long rating. Arca's long rating for this damn thing, right? So, guys, it's another rare occasion. I'm giving you a B minus on this one. Which is, again, and the fact that it's happening 2 in a row now, it's not like I'm like weird. I'm feeling very weird. Tiny Baby Doll saying sound advice. What you mean by that, Tiny Baby Doll? Refer to the chat and clarify what you mean, because I don't even know. Are you trying to tell me that I need to be louder? Louder. Guys, you don't even want me to, like, let me see here. Let me grab something. You don't even want me to start practicing ASMR on this. Stick Vicious saying I like weird. Okay, you guys. So, man, this is very cool and very interesting that we would be getting 2 back-to-back B minus trades, guys. What? I can't remember the last time I gave anything a damn B. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. I do not remember the last time I gave anything a B. And right now we're getting back-to-back plays, guys. This is another one that will be included in the ARC Edge plays. Go ahead and refer to the links and go ahead and join up and meet the Arcables family in the Discord. Okay, you guys, we will be posting this up effective tomorrow. And this is, or even maybe tonight, who knows, man. This is a very cool play happening right now. Ticker symbol VS about to pop open. Oh my goodness. Actually, I'm very curious now. Let me see what's going on in the ARC Enhanced MACD. Have we gotten a bull signal yet? Let's see. Or if it's about to happen. Oh man, we're about to curve. We're curving that Enhanced MACD. All right, so here's the expansion zone happening. We're losing that bear strength. Oh man, this is about to happen, guys. Oh my goodness. So that's why I'm telling you that this was essentially the entry point that we would be missing. That entry point is already in by Steven. Steven took it from us. He's already in. My goodness, man. So good stuff, guys. I'm absolutely bullish. VS and TRKA 100. Ian Tucker saying TRKA has a 26.8. Let's see what let's see. So we had, okay, so 26.8 would be right. Let's see. This is where Germany's sitting at right now, guys, at the 1 spot 272. 26.8, just under the 1 spot 272. We're right in here, right? So 26.8. We're at the 2 fib actually. So, and it's right at the high of the candle from the closure of Friday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, the Discord is free, of course. Go ahead and just click on the link, and then you can be you can join us up in there. Yeah, so 26.8 is where we're telling you in Germany right now. We're literally at the resistance from the current highs, actually from Friday. The highs were literally 27 cents. Now, Ian Tucker, 28.82. There we go. 28.82 now is within, let's see, 28.82 now within the 1 spot 272 and the 1 spot 618. Keep it coming. Let me know, Ian. Is it going higher or what? TRKA, where are we going? Germany must have a balloon in here monitoring. Oh my goodness, they totally saw us. They're like, damn, Arca been saying this. Could it be? Could it be? Ian Tucker, where you at? Where you at? Where are we? Where is TRKA now? My goodness, man, this is super interesting. I'm not gonna lie, man. I like that we're actually monitoring like this. Indra H, are you able to see the price action as well from where you are for TRKA? Are you gonna get long that stock or what? We need a sip of water up in here, man. Damn. Mark Roach, you posted a video of you on Discord. I'm sorry, snowboarding. What? Awesome. 30 miles per hour. Bro, be careful. What are you, 12? It's holding at 28.02. Okay, the I'm sorry, 28.2. Okay, so it's holding at the one spot 272 right now in Germany. Okay, so this is likely validating. Let's see, I'm already long. Good deal, Indra. So TRKA in Germany holding 28.2, which is already inside between the one spot 618 and the one spot 272, likely validating this in area of support before continuing on to the next target, of which the ones that I'm literally telling you about, right? So 32.14 to about 31.18 could be the highest target here, okay? So before it actually continues. So oh my goodness, man, FOMO is happening with TRKA in Germany right now. Let's oh my goodness. So yes, holding my iPhone. I've been snowboarding over 24 years. My dude, that's so cool. You're 50, bro, and you're snowboarding like that? You gotta be fit. Good deal, my bro. All right. So guys, yeah, I think that was a great analysis right now for ticker symbol VS. Damn. How is it possible that we're getting two tickers in one shot B-? Man. Steven, we have not looked at CLNV. In fact, CLNV is I guess it's on the list, but it's very low. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get to it today, but please remember that I did release a video on it. When was it? Actually, today. I think I released a video on it today. Did I? Actually, I'm not sure if it was actually something else that I released today, but no matter what, it's there, man. Yeah, good guys. So long rating right now. I'm going to make sure to write it down so that we can have it in the list for later, right? So, let's see. That was a B- again, back to back. So freaking cool. Guys, I want to go ahead and take a look at, yeah, man, Al Capone with that AA plus. Absolutely. Me too, man. Me too. So guys, I want to go ahead and take a look at ticker symbol. What was it? KPRX. I think we already saw that one once, right? KPRX. Remember, guys, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night too. And, that would essentially be the prep night right before our trading session starting on Tuesday. Mark Roach saying, yes, I'm in shape, 155 pounds, 5'10", and in high school I was 145. My dude. That is the way to go, my bro. Okay, so let's see. So Kiora Pharmaceuticals, KPRX. Let's go ahead and get this moving, guys. Let's see. We're talking about a broadening descending wedge here, okay? Huge broadening descending wedge. We noticed that we had a bearish engulfing. We noticed that we had one drive, and it actually played out very nicely, right? So we did have one drive of a bearish divergence on the daily, which is something that has to be taken into account. And let's see where this gap is landing. Very cool. So, okay. So what ended up happening here is that we came back to validate the newly converted resistance of the wedge into a support. So this is likely why we've actually retraced, right? And we've actually validated it and now confirmed an upside continuation. Please remember that the upside targets that we were talking about were likely to happen right at the 0.618, of which did happen, okay? So the upside I missed by a couple cents, right? Somebody sue Arca. So let's see, H is for high, right? Right over here. So the wick high ended up going to 665. We were suggesting 651, right? So it did play out, and it looks like it's I mean, this is one ridiculous, stupid bull flag. So it's still suggesting the upside nonetheless. Okay, so let's go ahead and load momentum to see what we got. Starting from the immediate short term, let's go ahead and just put in the 30-minute immediate short term time frame. Take a look at this, guys. Very, very cool price action. We're still suggesting the upside on the 30-minute. Let me just, how close can we get? Okay, per the 5-minute and the 15-minute, there may be a tiny little area to consider before a continuation to the upside. Bi-hourly suggesting upside as well. What is happening, guys? Oh, cool. Look at this. 6 hour. I'm going to zoom in real closely so you can see what I'm seeing. 6 hour already making a bullish cross above that 14-day simple moving average. And please notice that we are in the bullish control zone, in the gravitational zone. Okay, so now that we're in that gravitational zone, we can actually get pulled right into the bull strength percentile and everything would continue onwards and upwards. Okay, let's continue moving on, gathering our puzzle pieces. Let's see what the 12-hour has to say. 12-hour already making a very bullish cross above that 14-day simple. My God, guys, this is also something to take into consideration here. So we are 0.8% above the gravitational zone and suggesting a pretty convincing upside. Okay, so this is still going on and going on up. Oh my goodness, tiny baby doll, what you doing, baby girl? You're giving me a B+ already. Look at it. The daily, guys. This is in the bullish control zone, right literally in the grips of the bull strength percentile, suggesting upside. Bi-daily crossing into the bull strength percentile. 3-day suggesting upside even still. Damn, no way. Guys, look at the upside on the 5-day. Damn. What? How are we really looking at 3 tickers to just gain mad gains? What? Why is everything moonshotting? I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that this is awesome. This is very good. Okay. All right. So downside targets. All right. 15-minute and 5-minute literal only areas to consider for a type of loading zone, right? Oh my goodness, man. All right. So let's pull up some surgicals right here. We're going to pull up the EMA 7 and 30 and see what we got. Tiny baby doll saying, I love it when you get excited, LOL. Me too, man. At this point, I'm like, I'm dying. I'm like, what are we going to get long exactly? There's all these freaking options. This is so ridiculous. Okay. So if price action is sitting at about, let's see. Oh, okay. Ian Tucker coming in with the update, 28.4. It moved up a little bit. Damn. Oh, man. Okay. So if we're sitting at 621 and we're going to take into consideration some moving averages here, man, this is we could potentially face a loading zone. I'll give you the range here. Okay. So actually this would probably be it. There's a gap in the 5-minute, which is very likely to gain all of the momentum traders first. Okay. So there's 2 zones here. Okay. So the first zone would be located at about 602 and the second one would be located, let's see, 590. Okay. So 590 to 602. Okay. That's your range for a loading zone in the immediate short term. Remember, I'm saying this because the freaking 30-minute is already upside, okay? And then like the hourly, I think as well, the bi-hourly, 4-hour, damn, just everything. Okay, 4-hour is likely to pull back because we'll bounce, find the resistance at the one spot, I'm sorry, the knot 618, and then come back to our current highs and then continue. Okay, so not there, not the 4-hour. I'm actually suggesting as not a financial advisor and very much as your friend, okay, that there could be entry remember the range 590 to 602, referencing the 5-minute in the 15-minute, which could be in the early pre, if this thing even has that. Okay. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. So just know that that's the area where it could load. Okay. The 8-hour time frame retracement from the knot 786, right? 618, sorry, at about 744, likely to come back to the 651 and bounce. So man, yeah, the loading zone is limited to tomorrow, guys, or Tuesday, sorry. So just be very careful. Let's see what Sebastian Lim giving me a bunch of party hats. Yes, dude, I think so, man. I think KPRX is a winner as well. Tiny Baby Doll, what are you saying? Sound advice in reference to do not marry a stock. Absolutely, guys. Couldn't have been said way better. Tiny Baby Doll, thank you for reiterating that, guys. Do not marry a stock, okay? Marry your partner. All right, so now let's see. Ian Tucker, guys, TRKA is at 31. What? We're going to come back and rate this trade, okay? But hold on just a sec. Let's see where 31 is at. Okay, 31 is already at that, literally at the top section where I'm talking about, okay? So 30.08 is back to 30.08, resisting from this resistance zone that I just gave you, okay? So now it's at 30.08, sitting just below the 1.618, potentially going to retrace back to maybe around 28.42, okay? So it's just momentum trading right now with Ian Tucker. Ian, thank you so much for giving us that update. That's awesome. It's playing out the way we can see this play out on Tuesday. Maybe we should be looking at Germany for what can happen for the next day in the US, right? So percent increase, TRKA, let's see. It went up just shy. So it's 31.8, right? You said? So that it went up about 26%. I'm not sure what happened in the early price action, but then now the percentage decrease is, let's say, I'm sorry, the tool went out. Let me just go ahead and put it right here, 31.8. The percentage decrease is just under it's about a 5.73% decrease from the high right now. So, and I'm thinking that it could actually pull back to a minus probably 11% or 10.6% around there. So, yeah, it's playing out like the way we were talking. Literally resistance right over here. Pull back, continue on to the upside. That's why I was saying you can play the ranges, like literally in, out, in, out, in, out. Who knows? Who knows? So right now, 31.2. A massive 31.2. So where is the 31.2? Okay, still at the resistance that we're talking about, right above that 1.618, inside of this gap. Guys, this is a strong area. That's why we're resisting right now there in Germany. So very cool, very cool. Thank you so much, Ian. This is awesome. Cal L saying they should just move to 24/7 trading, bro, for real. I'm over this. I'm over this planning. But now, in fact, we actually probably should use it and need it because then we're all just gonna be so like addicted. Like we don't want to be mad degens, right? Or do we? Anyway, so guys, that is absolutely bullish. Damn. Oh my goodness. I am so stoked on this. So guys, let's go ahead and go back to ticker symbol KPRX because let's see the upside trajectory here. Okay. So the upside targets that I am looking for this, I'm going to go ahead and just write them down and I'm going to give you some new targets and actually they're still there and I absolutely will hold them in high regard. Okay, so the upside targets right now for KPRX suggesting maybe Thursday or Friday, right? We could look. Let me see where this one was taken. Let's see. Was that an overall range fib? It was to the low. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. All right, so you know what? I'm going to take a shorter term time frame too. I know that I want to keep those targets there because they're there for a reason. Okay, so shorter term. Damn, it's still in line with it. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna tell you that this is still something that I'm honoring, and of course, look at the 2.618, literally just a few cents from that area. So getting into a tighter time frame. I can see an upside before. Remember, the loading zone could be down here at about a 589 to about 602, right? So right around there before an upside, the first retracement would actually happen between the SMA 200 and the 1.618 at 706, comes back to the 0.618, 651, loads again and continues on to the upside, respectfully touching. I'm honestly going to be saying 799 to about 891. Percentage wise, let's see, from the higher end of our entry to the, let's just say to the 2.618, that's a 33% gain. The 3.618 would be a 47% gain, guys. And if this reaches my absolute last target, you're looking at a 60% gain. In a few days, if the bullish action continues on this, then yes, I am seeing the 2.272 at 11.95 to 2.618. We will refer to that as we move, but that would essentially mean 114% to the upside in a matter of about a week. Damn. Holy crap. It's another freaking opportunity. Guys, what is you said this was, let's look at the float. And let's look at the cap on this. I know that Mark Roach already put it up more than likely. So you're looking at a tiny float, 1.6 mil, and a market cap also 11.72 mil. Okay, high risk, but very convincing high risk, right? So damn, guys, this is pretty nice. Okay, so man, let's see what volatility versus momentum are saying. All right, cool. So right now, volatility is starting to contract, and now we're starting to get the upside pivot. Oh man. Okay. All right. Cool. Nonchalant right here. This thing might just print a bull signal tomorrow. Damn. And it already expanded like crazy. So this is literally another loading zone before a continuation. My goodness. Guys, what are we rating this for the longs? The loading zone is restricted. It looks like it's restricted for just tomorrow, Tuesday, right? Before a continuation to the upside. Man. Mark Roach giving me B with a grade on A. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mark Roach. Go ahead and correct that. I'm sorry. I didn't understand it. And we rated it C+ the last time. Right? And that was literally from back here. We made that upside very nicely. We actually retraced back to the support zones that we were talking about and resisted right at the resistance zones that we were talking about. Good stuff. T Wood giving me a B. My goodness, man. What is happening? The 12 hour? Let's see, 8 hour? Wow. Okay, so literally the 12 hour to the daily to the bi-daily to the 3-day to the 5-day. Damn. My goodness. Look at that weekly enhanced MACD. With that bull signal firing at the opening of this candle over here. It just said, stop it. We're going to continue going up. Just relax. It's going to go down and then it's going to go up. Just hodl me, right? Hodl me. That's so funny. Guys, don't use the enhanced MACD on the weekly. I honestly find the best results within the 3-day and all the way down. Literally 5 minutes to the 3-day. So yeah, so pretty is right, man. Damn. This is a cool place. So what are the guys? Chat, go ahead and dive in. Right, chat. What are we rating this for the longs? Remember, short-term accumulation period before an upside continuation following the days. And I'm thinking the upside continuation could actually start maybe Wednesday or maybe even at the end of the session on Tuesday or something. Oh my goodness, guys. So 31.8, Ian Tucker, that is absolutely the resistance on TRKA that we're looking at right now for the gap. That is right at the resistance. Guys, all right, so I have because it's a day or two away, I have to give you a damn buy rating here, okay? So this is a C+ to a B- for me. Strong hold. Mark Roach giving me a B. Man. So yeah, is that for real again? Another one. Damn. Guys, where is our money going to go? Oh, goodness gracious. This is incredible. Okay, so the long rating, I want to give it a very rare buy rating here of a C+ to a B-. And it may actually change into a B- upon the confirmations at the end of the sessions on Tuesday or Wednesday, right? So this is very curious price action and still a massive continuation to the upside. And respects to days and days of upside suggested by momentum, right? So, ooh, goodness gracious. Okay, you guys. So for some reason I was pointing at over here the last time we looked at this, right? At about $16, $17. If that's the case, then damn, that would be pretty much 185% to the upside, almost 200%. That's ridiculous. So guys, we have a lot of opportunities coming up. I am not going to lie for 1 single second. VS, TRKA, and KPRX in the money. My goodness, guys. Oh, man. So, guys, if you're new to the chat, go ahead and refer to the links in the description below where I am now offering a masterclass for Arca. Did you hear Hans over there barking? He just went crazy. He was like, who's talking in the studio? Woof. Guys, awesome last 3 tickers. All right, so let's go ahead and actually refer to the last ticker for tonight, guys, so we can get some rest and just chill out some more for President's Day, right? Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And let's go ahead and move on to the last ticker, okay, you guys? So we're going to now move on. We're going to now move on, of course. So we're going to keep it light, all right? We're going to go to CLNV and take a look at what we have, okay? So remember, tomorrow, we're looking... No way. TF Hatter saying Twitter posting halts in Germany for TRKA. What? Where did it halt? Where did it halt? Where did I say? Where did I say? Come on, guys. That's it, literally halting at the resistance. Ian Tucker, where are you at? Where did it stop? What was the target? Please don't tell me that it was 32.19 because that's literally the resistance top. Ian Tucker, get in on the price action here. I want to know where we are. My goodness, I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. For real, Cal. Oh my goodness, dude. That is so funny. And I'm telling you, at 38, my goodness, at 30 cents with 8, okay? So literally right at the 1.618, okay, you guys? So my goodness, man. From there, it's going to retrace back and start wherever we were. Guys, it's for no reason that I suggest the golden mean. It's usually at the Cal-L, moderator Cal-L's Yoda zone that we get pulled back, okay? That we get halted at the 1.618. At the 618 ratios. Ian Tucker 36, okay. MM saying, will it still go down a little bit when at 4 a.m. for us? Likely. And really, for real, I'm thinking that 2151 being the lowest target, remember. And let's see, and right here we suggested, what was it? Yeah, 2257 to 2397, and then 2251. Screenshot this. These are your 3 targets right over here. I can go ahead and just leave them there for you guys to consider that, right? Cal L saying these off hours trades can really throw a wrench in our plotted entries, but it's still what it is. Oh man, yeah, but for some reason they still play out. It's just crazy the way price action works. Man, Ian Tucker, thank you so much for keeping us in the loop, and also TF Hatter, thank you so much for noticing the Twitter post for the halt. Guys, I've seen halts happen at the 618 levels so many times. Ian Tucker saying currently bouncing at 306 and 308. My goodness. So the bulls are still behind it. Very interesting. Oh yeah, so Ian, did it break? Ian, did it break 33 cents or what? What are you thinking? Or did you get to see that at all? Ian, are you there? Or where are you? How are you able to see this price action? Are you just looking at it on online and somehow like in Twitter or something? Are you able to see the price action in your broker? Are you in Germany? Call the cops. The TRKA Arca bus is being driven away by the Germans. Damn it. The Arca bus. Oh, not yet, says Ian Tucker. Tiny baby doll, what you doing with all those rockets over there? KPRX is absolutely going to rocket ship. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. All right, you guys. So yeah, I want to refer back to so many requests for CLNV, right? My goodness. Look at that. Look at that price action looking very healthy over here. Okay, so this is this is I'm just gonna refer to what I released in the video, right? You guys, it's very important what I said in the video because let's see, Steven asking me, so will TRKA open at the higher price Tuesday AM and then drop and launch again? There's no way for me to know that, but if I were to practice discretion, which I never take into account what's happening in other countries prior to what the only area that I'm looking at is the very early pre-market in the 1 a.m. session here Pacific, right? So, and for some reason the plays still play out. You know, the majority of the time that I suggest or talk about a ticker that could happen, they end up happening the way they are because markets here in the US are still under the impression that we closed here traditional market hours and we closed here after hours, right? So our price action is gonna, our price action is gonna react the way it's gonna react, but I honestly think we're pulling back first and then we're continuing on to the upside. Everybody's preparing per the momentum indicators that are being shown at the present time. We're not seeing any live data for the world. So it's in my personal and discretion in my style that I actually pay no real attention to the broader markets. But let's put it to the test actually. Let's see if we do get a halt TRKA at literally 308 or whatever the 1.618 is. I'm curious to see if that happens because I mean, psychology obviously was playing well in Germany. They were obviously in the know. They wanted to run this to the upside, but it got halted. So I'm wondering if it would do the same thing with us and likely to the same geometric level, which is so typical, so freaking typical. So CLNV is pleased to announce that its board of directors, the board, has declared a special dividend of 5 shares of the company common stock. Yeah, so that was the price action that we got to the upside was in respects to not only the dividend that we were looking at, but also we found the upside on momentum and also the upside on volatility. So based on the statistics, they met the fundamentals precisely to the penny. Very interesting price action here. Moderator Cal is saying, yeah, I'm curious as well if it would be more of an edge to monitor the after-hour moves now more than ever because of Ian Tucker. I'm out here. Ian Tucker saying is at 31 cents, so it's moving, guys. It's doing things. If it is going to move to the upside, TRKA speaking, right? If it is going to move to the upside beyond the 31 cent area, I mean, still remember the resistance that I'm looking at is at 32.14. And then it would essentially retrace. So actually that's a Mark Roach. That is a whole conversation of its own. I'm curious as to why the price action is moving to the upside for CLNV, because the dividend split, right? Wouldn't that essentially be considered dilution? But it's moving tremendously. It's moving to the upside. And guys, this is another one. This is another one that is just going to propel to the upside too. And the signal just fired on volatility. Take a look at volatility versus momentum right now, suggesting that bull signal from critical contraction here in the manual way of looking at volatility. Upside pivots on both momentum averages, upside pivots on the average on the enhanced MACD. Guys, if you're interested in acquiring these Crypstex indicators, send me a DM. Jeez, not shilling whatsoever today. So guys, this is upon that firing of the signal. Let's see. Did we have the back test? Ah, damn it. Okay. This is actually what I'm referring to here. Please notice the last time the bull signal was fired here, right? 181.18% move to the upside, volatility versus momentum. Literally when we contracted, and we're way deeper than where this contracted from. Also, the signal fired off here when we were already overbought. the signal is firing in the bullish control zone and under the overbought area. So this is likely going to make another move. Here's another one for volatility versus momentum. Long signal to the upside, 235% move to the upside based on that firing of the signal from contraction to expansion. Shoot, my goodness. Here's another smaller one. Actually, the upside for that was a 100.37% move to the upside based on contraction to expansion. Guys, so this is, and we're there. We're literally there. We're way contracted. All of these blue bars, what they mean is that we're printing critical contraction bars based on the 12-hour read. Okay, so each one is a 12-hour read since we're in the 12-hour chart. So yes, CLNV is just set to make a ridiculous move. Okay, so and this is likely to make oh my goodness, man. This has been something I have been monitoring for some time. I've been waiting for this to happen. Okay, so first of all, the pennant, we're succeeding it. We already tested it at a support, and now continuing on to the upside, we faced the rejection at that 1.618 like we were talking about. We surpassed it, we came back. Okay, the upside targets in the immediate short term that I'm looking at are literally 82.7. Let me see, 0827 and 0856. Okay, so this is, man, so from the current price action where we're sitting right now, 10% move to the upside to the 1.272, 14%, actually arguably 15% up to the 2.618. Okay, this is not limited to that area there. Okay, and I can honestly say that because there's just a massive upside here. If we're talking about an impulsive upside like these right here from literally the same place where we are, except way deeper, then I think that the 30-cent zone and 33-cent zone that I've been suggesting may be relevant within about a week or two. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. TRKA Indra H at 31, still holding that. So Ian Tucker moving from 30.08 to, okay, so reporting 32.4. TRKA moving to 32.4, right? So 32.4, let's see where it is. Right at the gap, 32.36. So let's see if it can actually beat the gap. The gap would be right over here, guys. The resistance of that gap is literally why it's sitting where it is. It might actually do it. Who knows? So remember, the upside targets beyond that would be the 2.618 at 35.71, and then the final targets I'm looking at are 38.72 to 39.77. Very interesting. Anyway, back to CLNV because massive upside. Guys, if this actually makes that move to the upside, it's going to be ridiculous. Remember, breaking out of this pennant. How do you get that price objective? Well, you take the trend line, right, from the top side of the triangle to the lowest point of the triangle, and then you apply it to the area of breakout, which would essentially take us to an adjusted target now of about 27 cents, or I mean 27.79, right around there. So that, I mean, if we're measuring that type of move based on the price objective, my goodness, that is a 300% move to the upside. Get out of here. My goodness, that is ridiculous upside. And please notice that bull signal from critical contraction to just upside. The last time we printed those signals, man, just massive rips, right? So it's been pretty accurate. You know, it's been actually taking profits. The algorithm and the enhanced MACD has been taking profits where it should, right? In respects to the signals firing off. Look at this. Bull signal here. Bear signal right at the top. Capitulation. Incredible, incredible 12-hour read for the enhanced MACD. Okay, you guys, so this is oh, another thing to notice here. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. If you're still here, check this out. Momentum started, the dots, right? They're very far apart from each other because we're contracting, or I'm sorry, we're expanding. So meaning that we were contracted here to a tight level of the volatility, which is the red cloud, right? So we expand, we open up, and the momentum opens up as well. As we start to contract and get into tighter areas, aka critical contraction zone down here, we can actually see that the dots start getting really tight close together, right? And now, notice the space that's starting to separate from the green dot, the first green dot, to the last ones. Okay, notice the distance now. We're starting to separate, meaning expansion is happening. Okay, as soon as that happens, you're going to see a massive cloud open up over here, and then momentum start to shift to the upside, price action leading to the moon. Ooh, I already gave you those targets, so this thing is suggesting a pretty crazy upside coming in. Guys, I think I'm going to complete the back test on this and get a tighter price action, which is another one for the ARC edge plays, okay? So now we have 3 crazy plays, okay? We're looking at TRKA, ticker symbol VS, KPRX, and also CLNV. 4 plays, actually. So my goodness, my God in heaven. This can actually be another ridiculous one for the books, guys. Oh, goodness gracious. So let's go ahead and what are we doing, guys? Look at that. TRKA still holding that 32 right at the resistance, right? So chat, go ahead and dive in. What are we rating CLNV? What are we rating this? We're getting all the confirmations for that upside, aren't we? What is the rating for CLNV? Let's see. T Wood giving me a B for long. And okay, so Mark Roach giving it a B. Wow. MM giving it a B as well. Goodness gracious. You guys, Cal L giving it an A. Ian Tucker, let's see, Philip, there's 2. Okay, I'm sorry. Indra H giving it a B++++. My goodness, guys, look at the sentiment behind this already. Ian Tucker with a B+ on CLNV. My goodness, guys, this is serious. This is serious, guys. And I really mean serious, because I can't believe I'm about to give you oh man, what is happening here? What? Hold on. I'm evaluating myself here. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Al Capone. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. What? Am I for real? Am I for real about to put it? I just got to see this. I just got to see it. Am I evaluating this the right way? I want to make sure that I'm evaluating this, okay, you guys? I don't want to seem like something, right? So, in this deep anticipation, oh damn, guys, I'm gonna have to give this one a B+. I'm never ever probably gonna rate something like that this small ever again. B+ long rating on CLNV, guys. Oh man, I'm nervous even saying it. Woo-wee. Make sure to subscribe and join the Arca Bulls Discord per Mark Roach. Thank you so much, my bro. Guys, B+ on CLNV. Oh my goodness. I am not even gonna begin the front. By any chance, I want to go ahead and refer a specific time on this one. Mark Roach, do you have any idea when I started this one by chance? I don't care about the other ones, just this one. What? Well, I mean, I noted the other ones too, because those are very important. But oh my goodness, Philip, I'm gonna have to go and like take out a loan or something. 2 hours 53 minutes. Thank you so much. Thank you, moderator Cal. That's ridiculous, guys. Renaissance Wolf saying buy options or buy shares. That is very much stylistic. Renaissance Wolf. I am thinking, well, in my personal thing, I'm buying live shares because I want to scale out, and I feel like I practice better within live shares, right? But I mean, now that you're mentioning it, I don't think it would be a bad idea to actually get long some calls on this as well, and some out of the money calls. And I'm thinking out of the money probably, let's see, if you can find some 94-cent calls, or maybe 90-cent calls. I'm sorry, 90. Like I'm saying 090, right? So if we can find some calls that are about 090, just slightly out of the money with some low theta, and hopefully we can get something with some open interest of above 600% with high implied volatility. Let's see if we can get good delta on this. Maybe if we can gain, I'd say about 17 to about 25 cents a delta, and another probably 10 cents or 9 cents of gamma, then this this can really push you close to at the money. And if it does push beyond the 090, then gamma would essentially kick in and then create a gamma squeeze or a gamma ramp. And this thing would essentially realize a very high target. Philip, how do you compound gains? I retrade them. I go back in. I want to grow the portfolio overall, so I don't put them away. I don't actually put them into something that's a high yield or high I'm not looking for something with PE for the high PE ratio, right? So I literally just trade it. I get the gains and I trade the gains. And it depends on the rating of the trade too. So if B+ is the rating here, this is a clean 60 to 70% or 60 to 75% portfolio. I don't know if there's options on CLNV. Somebody was asking me if there were if options or shares. I was answering the question. So if that's the case, if it does have options, let's go. Right. So yeah, Philip, in regards to your question, I'm a short-term trader. I guess I'm gonna consider getting long I'm talking about getting long like for investment, not for trading. And I'm probably gonna miss the bottom, and I don't care. The thing is that I'm gonna miss the bottom in regards to liquidity. I don't have the liquidity to really invest, because the investment is I would actually put in a lot more than I would in a day trade. And I don't have that liquidity right now, just to be completely transparent. So I'm only trading the ranges right now. And whenever I can, because my toddler is just ridiculous with his timing and sleep and stuff. So be real, it's OTC. Don't think they have one. Okay, so yeah, guys. So if it doesn't have options, then go ahead and just scrap that, whatever I just said, right? So Mark Roach saying 11:28 p.m. CLNV started talking about it. Thanks, my dude. Thank you. Moderator Cal also, thank you so much for that. And a very rare rating here from me to CLNV, guys. B+. And that is 4 very powerful trades that we now have under our belts. Please join the Arca Bulls trading community, as I will include the plays, and I think it should be by AM tomorrow or even tonight. So yeah, definitely, guys. And also, if you're new to the chat, remember that I am actually in the links in the description below. You'll find the new release for the ARC Master Course and the classes, right? So go ahead and check in on that as well, you guys. So that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. I really enjoyed tonight's stream. I love that we were able to participate together in rating these trades, right? So Andy saying you can't pull up the CLNV from Robinhood and Mumu, damn it. And Indra saying hasta mañana. Absolutely, the way you spell it. Indra, do you speak Spanish too? Being all blonde and beautiful over there, do you speak Spanish? Guys, so yeah, please go ahead and refer to those links in the description below. Like the video on your way out so that we can increase the volatility with viewers, right? That is awesome. Mi señorita preciosa, muchísimas gracias. Cuídese. And Italian. Ooh, damn. We're going to have to put you in the United Nations. Guys, okay. So, with that said, oh, look at that. Ian Tucker saying 32.4. Where is 32.4 actually? Before we go, where is it? 32.4. Let's see. 32, just upside of the 2 fib. Okay, so just upside of the 2 fib. My goodness. It's trying to beat that gap, guys. It's trying to beat it. Damn, the Indra, are you serious? Parlez-vous français? I don't even know how to say it. Don't ever make fun of me for not being able to speak it well. Un, deux, trois. All right, guys. So, very impressive for you, Indra. And devil horns to you, hearts out to you, and everybody else. My moderators, Samantha H, Mark Roach, Cal L, DJ. I'm not sure if you're still here. She says. It is arguably the most romantic language in the world, right? Learning French would be something very cool, but I need to learn the language of the damn institution so I don't lose money anymore to AMC. Let me get an amen on that one. Oh my goodness, guys. But yeah, guys. So with that said, I wish you all very well a great rest of your long weekend, and I will catch you at the bell on Tuesday. Adios.